Okay. Hi. I'm here. Uh, yeah, starting soon screen. I'm jamming so hard right now. Careful, honey. I think I can hear you over here. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. So sorry. I saw some people asking if I'm okay, and I am. I am now. I did have to go to urgent care this week, but I am not dying, I promise. I just had... my organs don't like me. But I'm alright. I'm not allowed to drink coffee this week, which is kind of sad, but it's so be it. You know, I'd rather that than like be dead, so. Cool starting soon screen, thank you. I got this, hold on. I posted the promo and someone like the promo of just like, hey, we're learning to draw clothing folds, and someone responded, just do it. I was like, hello. But anyway, yeah, I'm fine basically. I just said, you know, I'm just gonna get some medication, drink more water. I've been abusing the hydrate regime. I've been drinking coffee instead of water, and that's not good for you. The bouncy rigging, thank you! I do live, I do. Anyway, oh, but this is by, hold on, I have the credit here. KSZK on Twitter. I can even link them really quick, honestly. Right before we get started. Here you go. Whoa, decaf upon you. Yeah, literally. Glad you're alright though. Thank you. I'm glad I'm okay too. I don't wanna... Oh, Tina Sleep, thank you for the resub. But yeah, I'm okay. Anyway, that's the artist who did the little starting soon screen we have, and will honestly be our be right back screen too. Alright, hopefully wave sounds sound okay. Are they a little quiet, or can you guys hear them? Because I can always turn it up. Do you like tea? Eh, I'm alright. Tea is okay. Tea is just fine. Anyway, I'm figured... why are you not talking? Hey, he's not talking. Just staring blankly. He's not talking. Might be a touch too loud, actually. Okay, we'll turn down the waves a little bit. Sorry, Farah's got me set up with a new system. Hopefully that will be... Maybe? Are we talking? Looks like he's talking? Okay, yeah, now he's talking. I was a little scared. I was like, oh no, don't be dead. Anyway, yeah. Farah's got set up with a sound system thingy. So we're testing that out tonight, so that's what there might be some differences in the sound, but if there's any audio quality stuff that you want to have changed, or like, you know, think sounds kind of funky, just let me know. Wow, you can have pronouns in this thing. Yeah, Far's got that set up. He's been playing with a lot of different stuff to make the stream like a little more interactive, a little more fun, a little more inclusive, which I appreciate deeply, very, very much so. And actually, I think this might... Yeah, there we go. Now I have a paintbrush. Okay. There we go. There we go. Whole thing set up. Oh, the Ghost Toast. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Can't believe I finally submitted my Monster Mayhem entry after 3 weeks of consistent work. Oh my god, Coda, congratulations. Worked on 2 comms today. So time to do studies with you? Oh, that's awesome. I was working today to catch up from the stuff I need to do while I was ill. Well, I'm gonna save this canvas too, so I have my coding studies. Cause I have like a bunch of different stuff today. The wave sounds are nice. Okay, thank you. Sorry, not okay. Like, I'm just glad that you can hear them. Is what I was saying. Like, oh, okay, good. We have a bunch of different like clothing studies that I pulled up today. I was literally thinking of just importing all of the ones that I have. Don't do that. Don't do that. Undo. Okay. And then doing where do you get the images from? Pinterest. Honestly, I went through Pinterest and I went through all of the clothing that I had saved for like myself. Like this actually I think specifically is from Tumblr, just because I liked it and I like reblogged it. and then I uploaded it to Pinterest. But a lot of it is just like stuff I already had saved for like myself because I'm like, oh, that outfit looks nice, I want to wear that. And then other stuff was like it got recommended to me as I was looking at those things. So it's like a mix. Honestly, if you like just look at clothes on Pinterest, they'll start recommending you stuff after a while. To make a good board for clothes, that's a good idea. I have so many Pinterest boards. If you wanted to look through my Pinterest to like just, I don't know, look at what I like to save, it's such a mix. It's not just art references, it's also like aesthetic boards and stuff like that. I have, hold on. There you go. Also, I guess I should probably move the reference so that you guys can see it because it's like right underneath my little guy, which doesn't do us any good. Working on college work? No, Four Leaf Island clothing pulled stream. Priorities are in line now. I appreciate you being here, but don't not do your work to watch me. Honestly, you could do work with us. We could do it together. We can do two things. So really what tonight's gonna be is I'm gonna just try to draw, and I'm staying in black and white for this because I'm trying to capture these as graphically as I can. Probably no shading with like the exception of like black white cell shading, but that's because I'm trying to really capture the form of clothing, which is something that you struggle with quite a lot. I think I do a decent enough job like when I have to do it, but I would like to be more comfortable and I want it to come like more second nature. So these drawings, the reason I have so many photos is because I'm gonna try and just draw what I see and, you know, get the energy of what I'm seeing on the page as best as I can, and also like try to use my values. I've been crunching to finish cosplay before con, so I'm watching this in the background while I fight my hot glue gun. I wish you luck. I have never made a cosplay myself before, but I have nothing but respect for people that do because I know that it's so hard. Like, it's so much work. Oh my gosh, Shipley, thank you for the resub. Cosplay. Oh yeah, actually, what cosplay are you doing? I should ask. I'm curious. Also, I think I remember the vote. We did a vote for like what the year sub was gonna be, and I think it was an octopus. Would you guys like it to be a Dumbo octopus? Because I feel like the octopus, like I think regular octopi are cute, but I think Dumbo octopi are like my favorite. I just like their ears. I think they're really cute. Are the waves a bit loud? I can turn them down. That is easy for me to do. Just let me know if that's still too loud, because I can always go back and forth. Yay, Dumbo octopus. Okay, I'm glad. That seems to be the that seems to be a general consensus, so that they're well liked little guys. I saw like a coin purse that looked like a Dumbo octopus the other day. I almost got it, but I already have like 2 coin purses and I don't even have that many coins. I finally finished my monster design last week and I'm so insanely proud of how creepy it turned out. Ooh, I'm excited to see. I'm glad that it seems like the showcase last week got a lot of people inspired to like finish their designs. I saw one on Twitter earlier and I was like, oh my god, the judging for this is going to be so hard because there's like just so many good designs. Like, I want everyone to win. We were talking about next year maybe adding on another judge just so that there can be additional runner-ups, because the way that the judging is going to go, there's going to be one winner for each of the categories, and then Lemmy and I are going to pick like what we consider like our what's the word? Like honorable mentions that are basically like our 2 favorites from the categories. So we have to agree on the like the prime final winner for each category, but like then we can pick our individual favorites from the categories. And so if we have another judge, then we can have another triple set of runner-ups, which might give people more of a chance to win. So I thought that would be like nice, just like a little nice thing to do. I want more winners, but I think if we drew more, we die. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's that, like, I want to make it so that it's not impossible for us to do this once a year, and not like completely fry our work like abilities. However, also there's just so many good entries. It's like picking one from each category just seems impossible. So that'll probably be the plan for next year. Also, hello, Jester. Plus, even if no one wins, there's still so much to see. This is true. I just joined. Are you talking about the monster contest? Yeah. But judging is going to be impossible because of how different all the designs are. Exactly. Forest doodles for runner-ups. I asked him if he wanted to do that, and he said, and he has yet to reply. So, I will ask again. He is sitting right behind me. So if you want to do the runner-ups, honey, that's up to you. No pressure. Who's hurdling? Let's see.
Oh, the baby found the balls.
Aw. Playing with my toys.
Yeah, because they fixed it. Because they like to take the balls out of the little track.
Our cats have a toy that's like a little turtle with a ball track around it. I'm too late to draw for the monster contest, but will there be more contests later on? Oh, no, the monster contest submissions end this Friday, so you still have like 4 days if you wanted to play. But yeah, we totally want to do more contests like this in the future. I want to do more art raffles when we hit sub goals, like honestly, because I finished the raffle prize already. I think maybe next sub goal I'll let you guys decide if you want another art crit night or if you want another art raffle. Because I think the only sub goal left that we haven't done yet is the minnow night, and that's this week. So then we'll be all squared away. Wait, this reminds me I should iron my shirt for my Halloween costume. Yeah, get the wrinkles out. Get the wrinkles out while I draw wrinkles on purpose. This is not too shabby for the first drawing of the night. This is a little off topic for today, but I was thinking about it earlier. What's the seasonal weather like on Four-Leaf Island? It's their wintertime. What we were thinking, or what I was thinking, honestly, because I thought it'd be fun, is that each of the leaves has their own season. It's some magic bullshittery, because, like, you know, that doesn't make any sense in the real physical world, but also they live on a monster island, so I don't really care. But since they're, like, 4 individual leaves of the island, they could each have their own season, and I thought that'd be kind of fun. It would also make it so that different monsters from around the world would have climates that they could be comfortable in, especially if they're, like, not from a tropical island. Okay, so this is, like, kind of like this. Where can I find the rules for the monster contest? Here, let me grab it for you. There's, like, a Google Drive link.
You grab it, I can pin it.
Yeah.
I just can't. I tried to do it from my phone.
Oh, Chimero got it. What's your process with, what's your plan with the righteous learning process? Are you going to copy it like still life until you absorb the forms, or do you plan to move on to something more technical later? Honestly, I have not had much experience with learning things other than literally just looking at things and drawing them, because that's what most of my, like, art education has been. I don't want to say, like, I've never had any formal art training, because that's not entirely true. I've had some figure drawing classes, but, like, that's literally what they were. They were just figure drawing. I didn't have any, like, this is how you do this. So I found that I learned best just by, like, looking at something and figuring out how to draw it. But if you have suggestions for, like, more technical learning for clothing drawing, I'm willing to take them. It's not it's suggestions, like I said. I'm not, like, promising that I'll draw whatever on stream, but I'm also, like, open to new ways of learning how to do something since I don't have much experience myself. I would love to have a little cottage in springtime forever. I love your concept. Also, hi, Hazel Basil Twitch. A figure drawing stream would fuck. Actually, Lemmy asked earlier today if you guys would be interested in us doing, like, collab study streams. I made the sleeve too low. I think that's fucking with this. Hold on. And since one of the things that she wants to study is figure, that would absolutely be on the table. Because she wants to get better with human anatomy, and I love doing figure studies, so I would do it just for fun. So I thought it'd be cool. Can the monsters be humanoids? Yeah. Yeah, like, there's literally, like, vampires and werewolves. So it doesn't have to just be, like, cartoony-esque monsters. Okay. Yeah, that looks more like the reference. So it's kind of like this. There's almost like this, I cut it too small. What are you giggling at back there? What are you giggling at?
You should read Sirloin Beef's chat.
Why do we need to fold? Why do we need fold studies when we already have Lin-Manuel Yoshi skin fold for reference? God. Because I want to learn how to draw his skin folds more frighteningly. That's why. How am I meant to continue my cursed art career if I can't make the art more cursed? There can't be a ceiling. It has to continue getting worse. Okay. Yeah. Yahoo! Okay. Awesome. Shirt number 1. Done. Get up there. Yoshi skin what? Hold on. I won't deny the people. Where's my Mario fan art? I think it's in the evil folder. It was in the evil folder. We have this growing collection of drawing really cursed Mario artwork on stream. Because, I don't know, I think someone will just say something and I'll go like, that sounds horrifying, I want to draw it. And so this is the result. This is peak. Thank you. Luigi Big exactly, Luigi Big Naturals, and Critter, you need to explain what happened when you finished drawing this. Oh, I got partnered right after I drew Yoshi. Like, literally, the night I was drawing Yoshi was the end of stream. I was mad because I had to draw stairs on something, and I was like, curse this world, I will inflict psychic damage on you all because I had to draw stairs. And then, literally 10 minutes later, I got partnered. Good for Luigi, exactly. He rocks them.
It's more like, I came in because I saw the notification on your email coming, and I'm like, hey, sorry, not to interrupt, but do you want to know something? And I saw what you were drawing, and I'm like, okay, maybe we wait. And you're like, no, you can say it, and that's what I told you. And you were just like, you mean I was drawing Lin-Manuel Yoshi while getting partnered?
I remember that I'd started an October art challenge, but got entirely sidetracked from it due to an art trade with the mute. And always another day. Exactly. Like, I have so many art challenges I always like want to do, and then there's like 5,000 things I need to do, like commissions and monthly artwork and assets for stream and stuff for my comic. And it's, you know, as long as you're drawing, that's the most important part. As long as you're drawing and as long as you're having fun. Yoshi's face there is sort of giving Ao Oni. I could see it. I think it's the eyes. I hate the collar of button shirts. I don't know why they hurt me so bad. Maybe that's something that I need to save more references of, because I just like don't know how to draw them for the fucking life of me. I got a new punch needle stand, so I want to practice that, but also I want to work on stream layouts so I can be more present. No, I understand. I totally get it. The Ocean Suns are so relaxing. Are they a good volume now? I know I turned them down a little bit, but I want to make sure that they're still like audible, but also not like crazy. I feel like they're nice for these study streams because I don't want to have to like constantly be working on changing music, because that could get kind of this needs to be moved over, because that could get kind of distracting. But I feel like this is a good middle ground. Okay. Shirt, yes. It's kind of loose fabric is always so weird because it's like, how do I simplify these forms without making them look flat? I guess that's why we're studying tonight. Hiccups. Curses. The shirt is so ugly, by the way. I like it. I think it looks nice. I have these saved in my in my like my clothing folder of stuff that I would wear. My like outfit building folder. So sorry for repeating messages, but the message, I think it's useful. In my opinion, the best way to learn something I've found is referencing, tracing, and note-taking, drawing with references on page, trying out to draw the subject yourself, bringing back reference and correcting mistakes. True. Truing. Never, let me always saying the truth. When I do these little like study streams, I usually just do the drawing the subject from reference part of it. The shoulder is weird. It's like more up here. Because I think if I were to do note-taking on stream, it would be kind of boring, but I could be wrong. Not just boring, but I don't even know if my brain would work. It's impossible for me to talk and write at the same time. Just like I can't read and talk at the same time. So I would just kind of go like dead silent suddenly. Okay, so this is like... This needs to come out a bit. Go fuck with the note-taking stream. Who said mold shirt? I don't think it looks like mold, it's just got some like stretches in it.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I wanted an apple brown bottom, which is like an apple crisp.
Yeah.
Local name for an apple crisp. We don't have vanilla ice cream.
What if you got vanilla ice cream?
I would have to go to the store.
It's not that far. You gotta go to the store tomorrow anyway.
I would have to go to the store and our neighbors are yelling outside.
Yeah, I think they're going through a divorce or something because they keep like shouting at each other and like walking out of the house and then walking back in the house, but then like fighting in the front yard. It's kind of scary. The shirt looks fine, but it's the color and texture of the sweater that's making it look moldy. Isn't it just a brown sweater vest? Hold on. I'm like actually kind of cooking a little bit. So one thing I've found is that I can draw something from reference like no sweat. I'll never be one-to-one. Like I always do a little bit of artistic liberties, and I don't think that's wrong. But I gotta be able to like generate these images from my mind. Or I want to be able to. Because I can like generate Pokemon from my mind like a fucking machine. I want to be able to do that with other stuff too. This is the only part that's like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, and there's like the undershirt too, I guess. I should probably draw. You can conjure Applin in your head. Exactly. I'm trying to put pencil to paper, my brain is just not braining. The Ghost Toast, I fully understand. That's usually when I do study streams like this, I'm not kidding. Like tonight I was actually pretty good because I drew all day, but like the reason I started doing these streams is because sometimes like what I want to draw, my brain just refuses to conjure the image, and so I need to just draw from reference. But, you know, I want to still be productive and get something done that feels like I'm learning, so that's when I do these. This is coming out cool. I liked the blocked out shadows a lot. Thank you. It's a style that I've been wanting to use for comics more. Leica's is not really a comic that's indicative to this style because it's a full color comic. And I'll admit, like, sometimes I do kind of regret doing it full color because it can get kind of tiring because of that. But at some point in between, I might do one-shots and use a style more like this for it. Because I think that this is very attainable for me to do quickly and in a way that's, like, appealing. And sometimes I think that it's beneficial to do something that's both quick and fun and looks nice. Especially if you're doing comics. Where do you find these pictures of clothes being worn with the person removed? Pinterest. If you look at Pinterest, there's a lot of these. There's also like some old website. I always forget the name of it. Like made mood boards and stuff on it, and it's I believe it started with a P. I could be wrong though. But people would like make outfits for characters using that. I seriously cannot remember what it's called for the life of me though. Polyvore, thank you. Oh my god, it's been years since I heard that name. My one friend in high school was obsessed with it and would make like polyvore mood sets for like the Harry Potter characters and stuff. And like the Garden of Evil or like Daughter of Evil, Rin, Kagamine, and like all the Vocaloid songs, like Romeo and Cinderella, Mood Board. It was great. Like all of those songs, like all of the things that a middle schooler could be interested in at the time. Polly, what now? Now. That's been so long since I heard that name. Anyone remember We Heart It? Oh, I do. I do remember. Comics are a big love of mine. I really think black and white comics are underrated in modern day because so many webcomics and mainstream comics are focusing on full color, which is also cool, but each option has its benefits and stylistic advantages. Exactly. Also, I think, like, oh my god, my kid says this all the time. It, like, literally breaks my heart. He refuses to read comics that aren't colored. So I'll, like, recommend him manga, and he's like, I don't want to read it because it's not colored. And I'm like, what do you mean? You don't... And he's like, I don't read stuff if it doesn't have colors. And I'm like, that's, like, so many comics. You're missing out on, like, so many really good comics because you won't read something if it's not colorful. And he's like... Yeah, I just can't hold my attention. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like trying to be like not Coco Melon Brain. I mean, you're not wrong. Hey, it was my fault. I was not the parent for like the first 15 years of his life, so I'm walking in a started job. I'm so sorry. I mean, I understand. It's also he won't play games that aren't that are pixelated. Like the old Pokemon games, he won't play them because he doesn't like pixels. And I'm just like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't like that it looks old. And I'm like, that is literally an entire... Like, people deliberately play games because they like that they look old. No, I love pixel sprites. No, me too. One of the things he said that made my eyes roll back into my head, yeah. He doesn't like pixels, but he likes Pokerogue. I know. That's what I was like. How? What? I also sometimes like listen. You gotta be honest. He's a teenager. Sometimes I think he just says shit. Like that's like not to doubt the credibility of what he says, but sometimes I do really think he just says shit because he doesn't want to try something new and doesn't have a good reason for why he won't, or just won't say, "Oh, I'll do it later." So he just says, he's just like, oh, I don't like this specific thing of it that he has consumed media of similar before. I've just learned not to question it. I'm just like, okay, whatever, man. It's true, my brother does this. Well, and the thing is, like, it's like, whatever. It's like, you'll come to it when you come to it. It's fine. I'm not going to be like, in this household, you must read Chainsaw Man or else you are not my child. But... I do think it's a little funny that he's like, I'm so bored, there's nothing good to read. And I'll be like, have you read Chainsaw Man? And he's like, what is that? And I was like, well, it's a monster hunting thing, and it has a main character I think you'll relate to a lot and probably really like. And he's like, yeah, but isn't it black and white? And I'm like, I can't do this. Or he won't read it because he doesn't like to read manga because it's backwards. And like, it's fine. We read Fire Punch in this household. I don't know if I would recommend he reads Fire Punch just yet. I might, like, maybe that's, like, maybe it's weird to, like, say Chainsaw Man okay, but, like, Fire Punch too mature. But I feel like Chainsaw Man holds its punches sometimes when it gets to, like, mature content, whereas Fire Punch doesn't in any respect do that. Yeah, don't put him on Fire Punch. I haven't even read Fire Punch yet. There's literally one of my specific triggers in Fire Punch that I, like, can't read it because of it. And thankfully someone like warned me because I was like looking at I've read like all of Tatsuki Fujimoto's other works. I've read pretty much all of them actually. I think there's like one or two one-shots I haven't read. But like I love Look Back. I've read Goodbye Eri. Fire Punch is much more intense. To a point my friend has told me I'm not allowed to read it due to trick. That's exactly what it is for me too. Like there's like stuff in it that I'm like I like Fujimoto, but like this is probably one of the ones that I can't read of his because there's stuff in it that like is very specifically uncomfortable for me to read. We got him the first book of what? Of Chainsaw Man or of Mob? We did get him the first book of Mob. I think we may also have gotten them the first book of Chainsaw Man, but I can't remember. Gonna put the shoe here. Jimoto is such a fucking guy. I'm putting him under a microscope. He's fascinating to me. I've read it and I don't think it's worth reading necessarily. Like, I don't know if the merits outweigh the freakiness. That's the other thing that I've heard. And honestly, I think that Chainsaw Man's really good in the first stretch of it. I'm not saying this, like, as a hater. I love Chainsaw Man. But as Chainsaw Man keeps going, I'm kind of like, how are you going to end this? Like, sometimes during stories that I enjoy, I start getting worried because I'm like, where is it going? At the beginning of Chainsaw Man, I think that there were some clear motives, like especially with the Gun Devil being introduced. But in this current, like, chapter, like this current arc of Chainsaw Man, it's so unclear to me where the story wants to go. And especially, like, how is it going to end? That I don't know. I need to finish Fire Punch. Will is a hater confirmed. I don't really like the direction Chainsaw Man started going after the end of part 1. I liked Asa as a character, and so they could never make me hate Asa. I think she's probably one of the stronger characters that we've had introduced. But I don't... Okay, first of all, I don't fucking care for what's her head. The little sister. I don't give a shit about her. I don't know her. I don't even remember her name. Everyone's like, oh, she's so cute. And I'm like, no, she's not. Like, I really could not care less about... What's her name? Nayuda? Nayuda. I really don't care about Nayuda. I just don't give a shit. And I'm saying this is someone that has little sisters. I love my little sisters, but, like, she doesn't really act like a little sister. She acts like someone who wanted a little sister, imagined what having a little sister would be like, and then wrote about that. So it's kind of hard for me to, like, find her endearing because she doesn't act like a real person. Whereas actually, like, a lot of the other characters, while they were a little dramatized, like, Power doesn't really act like a real person, but Power's not a person. Power's a demon. And, like, yeah, Nayuda is supposed to be a demon too, so I also get that. But, like, I guess the little sister endearingness part of it is lost on me because, like, I am an older sibling and they don't... She just doesn't act like a child. She just acts like a weird, like, caricature of little sister. Common crimes of only child authors. I know. This is created by the same guy who roleplayed as his fictitious little sister. No, exactly. That's why I'm like, I'm not mad at him. I'm not like saying like Fujimoto canceled. You can't write a little kid. It's just kind of like the whole character is so lost on me because I don't find her grounded in reality in the slightest, in a way that makes her like at all appealing to me. Not gonna lie, the main character of my comic is just based on how I acted at her age. Oh yeah, I mean that's how I with Mars. Mars is very much just me as a kid. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Like, especially if you aren't an older sibling, you don't have little siblings. The best way that you can write kid characters is probably to think of like how you acted, or think about how like kids you know acted as a kid. Although some people like lose touch with that part of the like that side of themselves when they get older. They forget how kids act, or like they forget what things were scary or like exciting to them when they were at that age. Where I feel like I just never could forget. I gotta get some transparent lines in here. No, Trey, I don't really like Nayuda either as an older sibling with younger siblings, because she just doesn't feel real. Like, she just feels kind of like, I don't know, and also, like, I don't care about her, like, just as a character. Like, there's never been enough reason for me to, like, care about her the way that Denji does, and I care about Denji being happy, but also I'm just like, you know, we haven't seen her in a very positive light. She's kind of just always, we're kind of, like, expected to like her because she's, like, a little kid, and normally I'm endeared to, like, kid characters because I'm like, I don't know, I'm, like, teacher-brained, and I have, like, because I have little sisters, I'm always, like, defensive of kids, but honestly, with her, it's just, like, I feel nothing. I'm just, like, whatever. Again, I think maybe because she just doesn't feel real. But yeah, I like Asa. You could really never get me to hate Asa. I think the other thing is that a lot of the characters in this arc, I kind of just don't have many feelings about them. Like, I just feel, like, so nothing about them, especially because I know they're probably just going to die. And maybe that's actually the trouble of Fujimoto's writing, is that like, because I know a character is going to die typically when they get introduced, I now don't really get attached to them. Although this isn't related to the Chainsaw Man conversation, but do you have any recommendations for places to find good references for clothing and poses? For stuff like this, I was literally on Pinterest. Like, I was literally just on Pinterest looking through my clothing folder and then going through the recommended, like, posts that they suggested after that. I'm gonna put the seam here. It's not, like, really there in the pit photo, but I just think it would look nice. I wish he didn't kill off Yuko. Bring her back. Yeah, that was sad. That was actually, I did care about Yuko, and then she died, so I was kind of like, well, all right. That was the one character other than Asa that I really liked this arc. I missed a week of streams. How's it going? Pretty good. We're doing clothing studies tonight. But anyway, all that said, I do love Chainsaw Man. I really like Chainsaw Man Part 1. I would recommend people read Part 1, but I need to see how Part 2 is going before I would, like, recommend it to people, because right now it's not been my favorite, but he could pull it off. Like, he is a good writer. I honestly feel like he really could have ended with Part 1, and it would have still been satisfying. I guess there would still be, like, the over-looming threat of, like, you know, devils still exist and stuff like that. But I feel like narratively it was pretty okay. Before I read Chainsaw Man, I saw so much nice art of Angel Devil and was so excited to get him, but he was around for such a short time. I love Angel Devil, though. I know, I'm sorry, I'm probably the person, like, one of the people that, like, baited you, because, like, I am an Angel Devil head through and through. I've drawn that guy 1,000 times. Honestly, I feel like my art skyrocketed specifically because of Angel Devil, just because I had a subject that I was passionate about drawing, and I drew him, like, 1,000 different ways and tried out a bunch of new rendering styles and stuff. I need that to happen again. I need to get, like, fixated on a character that just turns me into, like, Michelangelo for no reason. Okay, true, spoilers, sorry. We gotta be careful not to spoil, because not everyone's read. And actually don't really want to draw that right now. The problem is, like, I guess this one's pretty simplistic. I don't know if I love how the skirt turned out, but I do think these two turned out pretty good. Thanks for such an Aussie-friendly stream, by the way. It's 10 a.m. over here, and I'm so used to people streaming at 4 a.m. Wait, when do they usually stream? Like, earlier in the day? You're just so good and yummy. Thank you. Also, yeah, I know we were talking about spoilers, but, like, you know, just for the sake of being, like, nice to people who haven't read, we can cap it there. Let's see. There's, like, a lot of wrinkles on the top of this shirt. It almost goes into... you almost can't even see the neckline because of them. And also the neck, strangely enough, is kind of like curved upwards. It almost looks like a turtleneck, but it's like not. Just because of the way that the shirt is laying on this guy. This shirt is very generic. Yes, it is a white t-shirt. But when you're doing clothing studies, it's sometimes better to have something that doesn't have a lot of patterns or anything on it, because it makes it so that you can just focus on the forms of the shirt. This was not in my clothing, like, to wear folder, if you were curious. This I just found specifically for tonight. By the way, if anyone wants a Ghibli movie screen caps, the official Japanese Ghibli page is a site with a selection of screen caps from other movies, including your Mark music video. Interesting. I can, like, do the arm. I'm not gonna draw the arm. I'm gonna draw, like, through the shape of it. I feel like practicing different patterns and how they flow over forms is helpful separately. Absolutely it is. Oh, absolutely it is. Tonight is just to focus on the forms of the clothing. Honestly, if I was feeling crazy, if I was feeling saucy, I could even render this one because this has a very clear light source and like uh would be really nice for like fabric practice. So I might save this ref and come back to it. But tonight is just the line drawings. Like I literally just want to get the lines for things and figure out how to do them. Because like it kind of billows out a little bit in the back there. 4 a.m. is a bit of exaggeration, but I think US streamers tend to start earlier, so it ends up being very early in the morning for me. It may also be daylight savings time, just changing the time. No, I completely understand. I try to go like 7 o'clock because I figure most people are home from like school and practice at this time. Or work. Do you ever draw your characters into your studies? My background studies, yeah. Honestly, with these clothes, I could just draw characters into it. I think that'd be really funny, actually. if we could figure out what characters we want to put in these outfits. I'll put UA in this one down here. This is a pretty straight edge for the shirt, like because character is leaning back a bit, or the person's leaning back a bit, so that makes sense. And then it kind of hitches up at the side here because of the way that the arm is picked up. And then it goes again. There's like a few wrinkles back here. I am even like kind of dramatizing the shape of it, but I don't really mind. I think it looks nice. You gotta put Algernon in the white tee. She would dress like this. She's like definitely someone who likes more loose like fitting clothing, at least at the beginning. But like baggy clothing, not like loose like form showing. I'm so happy I can catch these streams, but I think I'm about to go into a job that would be letting me out later. I'll enjoy it while I can. Aw, sorry, Goosey Goosed. I hope it's a good job, though. Like, I'm sad to see you not be able to come, but, like, I hope that it's a good life change and, like, brings you good prospects and stuff. Yeah? And there's, like... Yeah, this is where the line between what you could draw with line art and what you can render kind of gets froggier. Because there comes a point where you just have too many lines, and it's better to actually, like, just leave it as it is. Like, honestly, I could even just leave it there. There's a piece of Algernon I remember seeing that really resonated with me for some reason. I had no context for the art, but I was like, whoa, I get her, yeah. She sounds basic. She's just dysphoric. I don't know how else to say it. Sometimes when you don't... So it's like instead of dysphoria hoodie, it's like the dysphoria t-shirt. I like that you could just like put this on. What if this... We're building an outfit. It's like a pit crew. This is the t-shirt over the loose skirt. Anyway. I'm very opinionated about clothes. I mean, that's fine. I am too. Maybe not in the same direction. I kind of want to draw these at some point. This isn't on a figure, so it's kind of cheating. Honestly, let's do the maid dress because I really like this. I think it's pretty. I really, really like drawing dresses. Big fan of drawing fabric and fold. Very therapeutic to me, especially with charcoal. Yeah. I love maid dresses. I think they're so cute. Like, I know there's like that reputation of them being like, ooh, sexy maid, and it's that just never resonated with me. To me, a maid to like wear a maid dress is so like peaceful. It would like I want to frolic through the meadow wearing a maid dress. I don't want to. It doesn't bring any feelings of like salaciousness in me. I just want to play. I want to be like a Sylvanian family critter. Or like a calico critter in one of these. I think that would be my ideal form. Does anyone else really like domestic tasks? Genuinely, I love doing laundry and stuff. I would be a house spouse if it weren't for the economy. Real. Not even kidding. I literally, if art didn't work out, I genuinely thought about being a house cleaner. But then I was like, then I have to work for rich people. Then it's not like lovingly I get to clean things for someone that I care about. It's like I have to clean for someone that like treats me like shit and probably doesn't pay me properly. And it's like, man, that doesn't sound as nice. Never understood sexy maids. I just think they're really real. Exactly. Not gonna lie, I've always wanted to make like a maid character. I have like so many different ideas. Like, okay, I said this on someone else's stream, well, because they were like talking about VTubers like struggling to come up with original ideas. In a similar vein to like me being like a Pokemon pose generation machine, I can think of VTuber ideas like no one's business. Like, I don't know why people struggle to come up with original concepts, because I feel like with how many animals exist on this planet and how many like fashion styles exist on this planet, you could like you have endless potential. Because someone was like, yeah, I want to like make a maid VTuber, but like I don't know what to do other than just maid. I was like, do an orca whale maid. Orcas are like black and white already, so the color palette works with it. You could do like a killer maid, and like also orca whales like kill people. So you have like a fucking what's the word? It's not yandere, because it's like that means like it's just like they're like ill. They're like mentally ill. And that sounds bad, but like I think yandere actually like means like sick or something. But there's another one that's like violent, but like cutesy violent. Help! I'm really sure. I'm like pretty sure it means it. Wait, like those orcas sinking yachts or whatever eat the rich. Exactly. Dude, that rules. Well, I was thinking, well, so that's how I came up with Hanamaru, the homework VTuber. I was like, they should make a VTuber that's like a study buddy VTuber whose design is based off of like the perfect mark that they do on Japanese tests and stuff, which is like the little. It's literally this. It's Hanamaru because like Hana means flower. I don't know what the Maru part means, but I do know that the Hana part is because it's like a flower. Yandere means lovesick. Okay. I was glad I wasn't misremembering that, because I remember someone saying they didn't like the term yandere because it had something to do with like fetishizing mental illness. And I was like, I don't know how true that is, but I will keep that in mind so that I don't go throwing that around willy-nilly and upset someone. Like, genuinely, most of my life is just if I hear someone doesn't like something, I'll go, noted. You might not be everybody, but you're at least somebody, so I should be careful when I say this. Maybe a vague question, but do you ever have trouble designing outfits for characters? I feel like it's always the hardest part for me. Kind of. I feel like I really like clothes, so it's not exactly hard. It's only hard if I don't think of the outfit while I'm designing the character. Like, if I have an idea for a character and then I go to design the outfit and I'm like, oh, what do I put you in? But most of the time when I have an idea for a character, the outfit actually is sometimes the thing that comes first. Like, I'll have the look for them, and then I'll be like, now what do I do with you? Like, I just have this, like, interesting character design and no place to use them. And then people are like, oh, sell adopts. And then I'm like, last time I tried to sell an adopt, I got so sad that I almost threw up. So I can't do that. I don't know why. Like, I can give them away, but that's not a really solid business model. It doesn't keep me fed. But something about selling my characters just makes me, like, so sad. Mary's just kind of a mask name add-on equivalent. I think the other word you're looking of is benhara, which is typically describing mentally ill women, but also as a type of fashion. I think that's the one that I was thinking of specifically. Although I know that one is like contentious, because typically the people that reclaim it are mentally ill themselves. So it's like, I remember watching this documentary on it where it's like, there were people talking about how they don't like the term menhara, but then there were other people being like, no, it's like empowering, because in Japan, it's like kind of frowned upon to talk about your mental health, because it's kind of like seen as this like shameful thing. So in this sense, now we have the power to like bring it up on our own terms and like make a style out of it. Well, I haven't been able to come to streams lately because of car troubles, but I'm hoping to catch up. Oh, welcome in, Coolio. It's like, those are my children, why would I sell my children? Exactly. Maybe custom comm slots, that way you go in to make... Oh yeah, I've done custom character commissions before, and those are actually really fun, because it's like, I know that the person's gonna use this character, and even if they don't, like, at least I'm making something with the intention of giving it to someone, instead of like, making something that's like a piece of my soul, and then like, just putting a price tag on it. That feels so weird, that feels like bad. But I know that it's not like that for a lot of people. Like, there's plenty of people I'm friends with that like do character design commissions, and I think that it's cool. I wish I could be like that. I just haven't unlocked that part of my brain yet. Okay, what? Yeah, that looks much better. It was like I had sloped too much into it, and it had lost some of the form. So I think I No. He's baby, why did you do 4-leaf arrive? What's a custom character con? Basically, someone pays you to do a character design. So one of the ones that I've had is someone was like, can you design me a character that is a sea bunny with an underwater helmet on, kind of like Sandy from SpongeBob, who has like this aesthetic, and they'll like make a mood board and send it to me, and then I want to name the character Sasuke after the character from Ponyo, and I'll like base it off the mood board, and I'll like design the character, and it's basically like that, where like they give me a sort of idea of the character they want, and then I take that and I run with it, and then I'll make corrections as I go. I think this also has like some frills on the front. I'm like this one's a little harder to see because a lot of stuff on it is white, so it's not easy to get a grasp on, but I'm not too worried about it. That's so cool. Yeah, I honestly could probably grab it. Like, I'm pretty sure I have it on my art Tumblr. They're having a whole conversation in emojis. They're reinventing hieroglyphics in my chat. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can find... Because I definitely... The sirens. Oh my god, I forgot how many Pokemon I've drawn because there's just like so many pages. I love how you shade things. Thank you. There's so many pages on my art blog. Scared. Everyone get scared. This is like not even, I mean, yes, it's like now almost 2 years old, but like it's insane to think that this version of my art blog is like not that old because I accidentally like mass deleted everything on my account. Also, welcome in, Spleenselbub. How does one defeat dysphoria like a knight that slays a dragon? Like that. You have to beat it like a dragon. You have to fight it like it's a dragon. Okay, where the heck? What the heck? This has gotta be the end. Why are there so many? It's gotta be the end. There's too many pages. Slenderman, collect my pages. I'm scared that I've passed it, because I keep going. My computer's not loading quickly anymore. Oh, I know, I found it, okay. Honestly, looking at this too, like the art is still good, but my colors have gotten much more vibrant since I did this. What the heck? I'm currently struggling with my ironing board, lurking, but I'm so sorry. I wish you luck, milk and cookies. Why is everyone scared? I don't know. It's kind of funny. True, you were in your muted era. It's kind of funny too because I remember drawing this and thinking this was like really saturated at the time. Like I was like, oh, the colors are too bright. What if they're ugly? And now I'm looking at this, I'm like, this actually kind of like faded looking. Remember when you post this? It's so cute. I think so too. I think Sasuke is like a great character design, honestly. Like of all the characters that I designed for like comms, this is one of my favorites. I fuck with the helmet stickers heavy. I love when characters like, okay, I think if you have a character that has some sort of like accessibility aid thing or like something that they wear all the time or something that they use like a cane, you should have them put stickers on it. Not everyone use stickers, but I think that it's cute when people put stickers on stuff like that. It makes me happy because I would do that. I do that. I put stickers on my laptop. My mind's idea of your colors are much more desaturated and cooler compared to the ones you use now. I like both. I think both have charm, but looking back, I can only see how sad I was at the time. Because it's something that Forrest has pointed out too. Every time I get like depressed, my colors get so muted, and it's like kind of scary when I notice it happening. I'm like, oh no, it's happening again. But you can like go through my art and I have like eras where I like get like you could just like see I'm depressed because my colors suddenly go like grayscale almost. Okay, wait. So the cuff of this is actually more like facing the viewer, so it's rounded upwards. Yes. Can literally see the magic fade. And the thing is, I still love drawing. Like, I still clearly enjoy doing artwork. It's just that, like, there's a part of me that's missing from it, and I think that that's both kind of funny and sad at the same time. They could never make me hate drawing, but they could make me hate everything else and make drawing more sad. I have a character who has cool robotic limbs that resemble those transparent game consoles with stickers on them. Oh, that sounds adorable. That sounds really cute. Okay, so the next part of this is got to do the dress that's underneath the skirt hem. And that's a little harder because it seems like this part of the dress, hiccups, is more flowy. God, we watched something recently, and now I'm trying to, like... God, not the show. There was, like, a movie we watched recently. I remember watching and thinking, like, this is such a failed potential, because there was, like, an interesting concept here, but then it just, like, flopped. I can't remember what it was, because I haven't seen that many movies recently. Not the one that I watched with Lemmy. The one that we just watched, Lemmy, was fucking phenomenal. Zhao Hei. That was amazing. That, like, cleansed my palate after seeing the shitty movie. Hello, welcome in, the Acoustic Cat. Oh, right, I thought you have that Louis Wayne drawing after me and Vile said, "We love you, Willow," on Friday, and I needed to draw it. It was cute. Like, at one point, I stopped drawing 2-3 months straight, and I thought I'd never draw again. Insane to look back on. Real. Legend of High, such a banger. It was so good. It was so good. Genuinely, I was like... I have new standards for animation now, which is bad because I don't think that things are going to meet these new standards easily. I know that not every movie can be that either. Like, I'm not gonna be like, you know, it was good, but it was no Legend of Zhao Hei. But like at the same time, seeing what people will animate, I'm just kind of like, man, I miss 2D animation. I know you had mixed opinions on TV Glow. It wasn't that, although I did have mixed opinions on TV Glow. TV Glow is one of those movies where I'm glad it exists, but I wish I could have been in the writer's room so I could, like, guide them, because there were some things that they did that I'm like... Or, like, I want to, like, ask them questions, like, why did you do this? Because I don't want to think I know better than the writer of a script, but there were certainly things that I was just like, I can't really even understand why you put this in, because it just felt kind of weird and, like, did not help the story that you were trying to tell at all, and also honestly just felt like filler. Like the whole music scene in the bar where you're just watching the band play, I remember sitting in the theater and being like, this feels like padding. Like, this genuinely just feels like time padding, and I feel weird saying that, but like, why else would this be in here? I was gonna watch TV Glow, but I didn't understand the trailers whatsoever, so I wasn't too interested. Oh, TV Glow is good. TV Glow is one of those, like, you should watch it. It's a movie, I mean, it's just literally the transgender horror movie. I don't know how else to describe it. It is essentially a coming-of-age story about someone who is trans, and I won't say much more other than that, because I think that, like, it would spoil a lot of the movie, but like, it just go into it knowing that it is a transgender movie and you'll enjoy it. Because I think if you were to watch it not knowing that, you'd kind of be sitting there like, what did I just watch? But I think knowing that it was a trans movie, I could see what they were going for, and I appreciated it because of that. Hello? Why is it not closed? Where are you not closed? Oh, literally like the 1 pixel. I didn't really understand the trans aspect of it despite being trans. Well, so the whole purpose... Actually, I can't go into it because if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it on here. But what I'll say is, it is a movie about what happens if you suppress the self in order to not be uncomfortable with the reality of things. So it is like what happens when you deny an aspect of yourself in order to not face a scary reality. And so they use a lot of like in story metaphor and like in story like sort of fantasy stuff to display that, but I thought it was clever. There's a lot that I think it does really well. There's just other parts of it that I'm kind of like, you know, you had a really strong concept, so I don't fully understand why you went with this. Sometimes some of it I actually felt like there were probably last minute changes made, because there were scenes that it seems like they were alluding to happening that didn't wind up happening, so I'm wondering if there were like changes to the script during filming. That's the only thing I could imagine for some things that happened. Forcing yourself into the closet forever. Yeah, it's basically exactly what's right. Like, I like that they made them a movie for unhealthy, kidding transgender people. Exactly, that's what I thought about it too. Hi, hello, it's my first time here. Welcome in, Q Theory. I think the ending was originally darker. That's actually crazy because I feel like the ending of the movie was already pretty dark. It was good. I liked it, the ending, actually quite a lot. But I was kind of like sad after I left the theater. I was like, damn. Like the picture of the horse that's like standing out to sea or staring out at sea that says like man at the bottom. Hold on. I'm going to like draw it from memory. Why is this the best horse I've ever drawn? No, it's not. No, it's not any good. It's not good anymore. Well. Ugh. God, I don't know how to draw horse legs. I don't like horses. They scare me. So I just like never learned how to draw them properly, which is not like an excuse, but I just don't like looking at them for very long. So I just like, I don't know how to draw this thing. That's like, hold on, I need like the impact font. That was not a good N. Like this is the image I'm thinking of. But horses are cool. I'm scared of them. I'm scared. They're scary. I don't like their muscles. It's creepy. I feel like Temmie doesn't like horses because they're not cute. Muscles are scary. Also to chat, I also know of Hero High. I've been wanting to find it somewhere to watch again. They are also scared of them. Yeah, I was gonna say horses are like the scariest animal because they're like mentally ill animals that can kill you. Like, and by that I mean a horse will get scared of something that you can't stop it from getting scared of. You have no, like, you could try to calm it down, but like ultimately if a horse is spooked, it could just like trample you to death. That's terrifying. That's scary to me. I don't know why other animals like big cats aren't scary to me. I think because big cats are just that, like they're big cats, so their behavior is kind of understandable to me. And even if they may be kind of cruel, like playing with things before they kill them, for whatever reason I'm just like, but it's just playing toys. Whereas a horse, I'm like, this very large thing could kill me because it's afraid, and that's scary. Do you know horses are just one big toe? I mean, they're like their legs are just one big toe. Yes, I did know that. And I also don't like that. I think the only trouble here I had is I lost some of the shape of the dress overall. I don't think I did a bad job with it. But like I think that some of the form was like lost in that. I do kind of want to try, let's see, what else have I done? I think I've been avoiding pants because I'm kind of scared to do them. But these are a little less scary. I love small horses though, little guys. There's something about the idea of an animal losing control of itself and killing you incidentally at that. I don't like it. That's the thing, that's it. And also that it can kill itself. Like that they just get so scared they like break their legs. Like that's terrifying. And they're so expensive. That's the other thing, is like it just seems like this berserker build of an animal that's like, how do you exist? Why did we use you for so many things? Jimmy, I mean, yeah, real. That's why Jimmy's represented by the horse. Like, I'm telling you, horses frighten me in the same way that Jimmy scares me. Like, someone, and I think that it's no mistake that like horses are meant to be, and like specifically stallions are like seen as this like icon of masculinity, when in reality like horses need to be led blind so that they don't get spooked and hurt themselves and others. And ultimately they're followers. They don't like make decisions. They're not like independent animals. They're very like dependent on the system that keeps them alive. And I think that it's no mistake that Jimmy was like very capitalistically driven at the same time as like being represented by like the stallion, or like by Pole, who was the mascot for the company he worked for. There's just a lot of layers to it. Mouthwashing mentioned, yeah. Learning that Jimmy was probably even worse because of that one post that said he originally planned to do. So something actually, Lemmy and I talked about that because Lemmy and Nick and I talked about that because Lemmy brought it up in our like server, and she was saying she thinks that Jimmy was probably actually too cowardly to do that. Like, he did go to the cockpit, but I don't think that it was with the intent. Also, at that point, I don't think that Swansea had the axe. So after I thought about that post for a bit, I was like, actually, that's probably not true. But I do think that he had ill intent. Like, I don't think he was, when he said, I'll take care of it, he meant like he was actually going to be good. But I don't think that he was planning on actually killing Anya with the gun just then. Like, I think that was like he was freaking it, and then he finally was like cowardly and couldn't face the music, and that's when he decided to crash the ship. Notably, in East Asian zodiac, horses are strictly not symbols of masculinity, but youth and freedom, and oftentimes uncontrollable energy. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know that. I was gonna say, because, so maybe I should say, at least in, like, America, in, like, American, like, symbolism, I've noticed that they're used to be symbols of like masculinity and like toughness, I guess. Freedom for sure. Like, I would say that they're still symbols of freedom, but I think that youth and uncontrollable energy is probably like a better symbol for them. Really, Island fans try to talk about horses without bringing up mouthwashing. Impossible. It's because we enjoy it. I didn't watch the mouthwashing stream, so I'm confused. Honestly, Clovers, I would suggest it. It's pretty good. It's Peem. There will be an edited video for it eventually, although there's like some edits that we had to make to the Woodbury ones that are taking a little bit longer. So it might be a bit more time before we get the mouthwashing stream. It's an edited video, but it will be coming. It will be coming eventually. Ah, close. Why don't you close? It's also worth noting how horses will work till they die. Yes, exactly. Is the mouthwashing VOD up on YouTube? VOD's not up on YouTube, but it is still on stream. Or still, like, on Twitch. So it's watchable on here. I don't take the VODs down until I have them up on YouTube, and I do have to start uploading to the VODs channel, on, like, the separate VODs channel. Because I have a lot of, like, backloaded VODs. I've just been busy. Alright, so... gonna bring this here. It's like not perfectly accurate to the ref, but I honestly don't care because it catches the energy of it quite a lot in a way that I like. I will add like a little shadow area here to kind of like delineate the separation of the two legs. Stream lagging a bit for anyone else, or is it just me? Let me check my internet speed. That's something we've actually been doing today. Oh no, stream is laggy for me? Alright, let's see what my internet speed is. This would be a perfect time to run a speed test. That's what I am doing right now. I was gonna say, Farce, if you wanted to come in and check... We can always do be right back and end stream and then start again. What's this?
Okay, just leave it there. That's
Okay.
not enough that it should be doing anything.
No, that's what I was thinking too.
So it. Well, no, that's weird.
Yeah, I did do a speed test, and it said that it's not doing much of anything.
Yeah,
So
it's
what should I
not-
do for the lag? Should I just have people refresh the page?
Honestly, probably refresh the page or put it in like a slightly lower quality because it's our internet,
Okay.
or it's not our internet. It might be something with Twitch.
I was gonna say, I'll keep it on a BRB page for a little bit. If you guys want to refresh the page, let me know how it is then.
Good
And
time for
then-
a bathroom break too.
It is a good time for a bathroom break. Do you wanna edit the quality of this then so that we can? Because
No,
I
no,
can
like
see it.
on theirs, on their end.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you want to chat with him? Like, or just leave it?
I'd say just leave it for now. Let
Okay.
it catch up.
Okay. Yeah, it is definitely like lagged behind. Let me refresh mine on my end. Alright, I'm back. I will not behave? Who's not behaving? I was only gone for a few seconds. I love how the pupil dilates. Yeah! I thought it was really cute. Anyway, hopefully that works. I refreshed the page and it seems like it's a little bit back to speed. It's still a bit behind, sadly, but not like impossibly so anymore. Excuse me, I have hiccups. Still have the hiccups. Let's see. I'm evil. Everyone be evils. Yeah, it looks like it's still a little bit behind, but it's not as bad as it was before, so my apologies. I will hopefully the lag is not too cumbersome and it's okay later. I don't know why our internet's been so bad lately, because we have good internet. You know, starting out anarchy seems better on my end at least. Okay. That's all I wanted to know. I wanted to be sure it was okay. My boyfriend said too, if you lower the quality of the stream, it should be able to load a little faster. I feel bad that that's like where it's at, because you know we pay for good internet, so it shouldn't be bad. But alas. Oh, Fox Bob, thank you for the sub, or for the resub. I'm gonna toast some bread for a sandwich of all time. Awesome. And also welcome in Kitsy Bits. Alright. Got these pants done. Everyone remember to get something to eat. Truing. Let's see. I did that shirt already, so I can delete this, honestly. Let's make sure we get rid of the ones that we've already done. We did this, we can get rid of this one. Did this, so we can get rid of this one. Did this, get rid of this one. I guess I could do... We already did this, so we get rid of this one. This one seems pretty challenging. This is like a good... Because this is a full outfit. Psychically transferred my router. Shitty Wi-Fi to Willows. No! Please don't. It's been a really interesting exercise, not gonna lie. This is the first time I've drawn in months, and I've definitely lost a lot of muscle movement. It's very far from correct, but there is more here than I thought there would be. That's great. Also, I saw Katjen to say, how do I check the chat rules? I remember I saw them pop up. If you scroll down, the chat rules should be under a little segment that says rules with a little beach on it. Josh Gilly, thank you for the resub. Well, it's been a bit since I caught stream, because I'm usually when I'm eating. Oh my gosh! Mission Chibi, thank you for the gifted sub, too. Some fire-looking clothes. Thank you, thank you. Okay, also these sketches are really beautiful. Thank you. I am doing my best to study tonight. I would like to learn how to draw clothes a little better, so that's what tonight is all about. Let's go. The damn collared shirts, they haunt me. And yet I put UA in a collared shirt for some horrific reason. Also, has anyone found anything fun in the tide pool tonight? Tadpole. That's Lemmy's. All right. There's like this fold here. This is like the part that's kind of confusing. So this like goes down, kind of squares off. To like be more, yeah, it needs to be like quicker with that movement. I got a fish hook, the tadpole. Let me, if these guys are my minnows, we could be your tadpoles. Hello, popcorn, yippee! I can just like hold it in my mouth and let it dissolve, so they don't have to hear me chew. Jingle clams, jingle all the way. I've only found shells I wish for trash. Alright. Honestly, I think this comes down a little too low, too. And then there's this fold in the front of the pants. This looks like... You never draw clothes, like, structure first? No, I do. So I do structure first when I'm coming up with clothes from memory. But when I do, like, studies like this, to Juliana, I do, I just draw the clothes. Like, I just draw the clothes and what I see. And that's so that I can start to learn the form of clothes rather than to think about what it is. Like, I'm drawing it as if it's a still life rather than, like, a person's body with clothes. And because of that, like, they could look a little wonky. But I find that it helps me get the shape of the cloth better. Because I'm not overthinking, like, the body that's beneath it. I'm just thinking about, like, what I'm seeing and, like, what cloth folds I'm seeing. And it also makes me work, like, in much smaller spaces at a time. Raccoon behavior. Okay. Harbor. Honey. So bad lately. I don't know why. We haven't even reduced his food again. He's just had normal food lately. For those unaware, we had to put our cat on a diet because he got too fat. He kept eating his boyfriend's food. Sweetie, I don't even really know what you want. There's nothing in there. Let me pet Harbor. Hello. Running away. He doesn't even want to be pet. He just wants to make noise. He's singing. See you, Josh Gilly. And thank you for stopping in. Okay. Speak your truth, Harbor. A true poet. He literally just came in, meowed, and left. So this kid's gonna like boxy in here. This is probably the one that's either gonna turn out the best if I do it right, or it's gonna look the worst, but it's okay. It's okay, it's a learning process. I just woke up. How y'all doing? Pretty good, Starry Critter. Thank you. Just doing some style studies. Or sorry, clothes studies, not style studies. Style studies is something I want to do on stream, but not... That wasn't what people voted on tonight. I probably want to get the permission of artists that I study before I stream it, just because I feel like, if we're just on my own, that would be one thing. But I think doing it for stream is where it's like, it kind of could become contentious. This is like kind of weird down here. Ah! Ow! It's okay, his boyfriend has his head in an empty trash can. Our cats may be stupid. They may be stupid. I think I'm also going to draw the foot, but I don't know if I'm going to draw the entirety of the shoe. Does anyone here mess with Pillsbury Ghost Sugar Cookies? I got some today and I'm fighting the urge to eat them all. Oh, I do. I eat them raw. Like, I don't like to eat them cooked. I think they taste better when they're raw. It's like eating Play-Doh, and I love eating Play-Doh. Hi, maggots. Alright. I'm gonna do one of these bad boys. I'm actually gonna lower this a bit. First time I've gotten to chat in the stream in a while. I've been a professional lurker. I feel like I've seen you talk a few times. I know you've done Art of Critter before because I have it saved under your name. I also eat them only raw. They're just better that way. Train myself to crave pumpkin when I watch your streams. This is so fucked up. You've like Pavlovian conditioned yourself to want pumpkin. Damn, now I kind of want something pumpkin. But I can't. I'm not allowed to drink coffee right now. This is evil. You're looking nice? Thank you. How would you eat them when they're the hit artist resonant? Alright. I'm gonna draw like the pants loop because I can, and I think it adds some nice like shape to this. After these clothing practices, will you be able to draw characters with clothes like this in imagination? That's the goal. I would like to learn how like clothes shape, like what shapes they take from memory. So I do these as practice so that I can kind of like imagine the clothes on the characters a little easier. There's no guarantee that it'll just take this time though. Like this is probably something I'll have to do quite a few times before I really feel comfortable with it. But I like streaming my studies because it shows you guys I don't just come built in with the ability to do this. Like it is like a lot of just rote practice work and doing stuff over and over again and labbing it out until I'm really like comfortable with it. Do you have any stim toys? No, my cat broke the last one I had, so I don't have any anymore. I'm sad. I'm getting a little noisy with the folds down here. The other thing that I didn't really communicate well is like this is losing a lot of its dimension. I think I actually just need to redo this leg. The leg is not like, well, first of all, it's not like legging. But it's not looking like it's like going in towards the body. It's kind of just like, it looked really flat and condensed. Guess whose birthday it is? Well, happy birthday, Kai Master, that's awesome. I'm touched that you would come and be here on your birthday with us. Okay, and then that leaves that like little triangle there. Yep, that looks a lot better than it did. Okay. Yep. Now, that is actually more like where the knee is. So I'm gonna move that. Potentially silly question, but I thought I'd ask you anyway. Do you have these photos pinned anywhere on your Pinterest publicly? Looking for dynamic poses with clothing to draw. I've also been wondering, how do you automatically fill a desired space when you select it? No worries. Okay, so the clothings are not pinned anywhere in one folder. They're from a bunch of different folders. Like some of these are grabbed from my boyfriend's clothing folder that I make for him because I like to style outfits for him. Some of them are from my own styles. Some of them are just from my like clothing inspiration board on Pinterest. That's under the art folder. And then as for the fill thing, hold on, let me like, I think it's Windows. Yeah, okay. So when you're here, in Clip Studio Paint, there's a tool that's called Enclose and Fill. And basically what it is when you have a closed, so like, hold on, it's this one. When you have like a little enclosed area of space, it has to be like completely filled. You can take this tool and surround it and it fills it in for you. Happy existing? Welcome in. And that's all it is. It's pretty easy. I kind of want to like put this, I feel like this would be like fun here. I'm gonna like stance them all up on the page together. Let's see, where's our maid dress? Actually, oh wait, that actually kind of fits like really nice there. Now this is like a puzzle, is like how can I get these all to fit on the same page? There it is. Yeah. Maid dress might even just need to shrink a little bit because it's quite big. Honestly, those kind of rips. They even look quite nice together, all like on the page laid out. Ah, my popcorn. Hello guys, I'm back. I did take a quick break, but I'm back and ready to party. Welcome. All right, let's merge these layers. So we already drew this one. I haven't drawn that one. I haven't drawn that one. Already drew this one. Didn't draw and didn't draw. So honestly, let's go to this one because I've been really dying to draw this jacket. Specifically like on my character. I just think it's a good jacket. How do you shrink or enlarge your line art without it getting all pixelated and blurry? If you go to transform and then the settings part of it, hold on. Okay, so you're in the settings. Yep. Yes. And you're gonna just go. You're gonna go here. No, sorry, here. And then this is gonna make this little drop-down menu. Play around with these settings. I use Clear Edges by Cubic, but the other one I use is sometimes Hard Edges Nearest Neighbor. And it basically makes it so that your lines don't get all fuzzy. It looks like froggy clothes. Yeah. I've been meaning to ask. I sent you an ask on Tumblr. Do you know when you'll be doing some inbox sweeping next? What was the ask? I might have not seen it. I've been kind of on top of doing my inbox. Typically I answer stuff if I feel like it'll be beneficial to answer to everyone. Or if it's like artwork someone made as a gift. The way you draw reminds me a lot of Series B and Puppy Cat. I think it's the way you do line art. It's funny you say that because I love B and Puppy Cat. Like my name was literally B throughout all of high school and college. Alright. Do really like this kind of like thing here. I really like this jacket though. I do really want to own something like this in real life. I think it's the big hood and the way that the sleeves crop at the bottom. It creates a really nice silhouette. I just took the ugliest picture of the baby. Well, you can't say that and then not come and show. Or at least send it in the Discord so I can show everyone. For those of you that don't know, Shovelbug is my boyfriend. What program do you use again? It's Clip Studio Paint, yes. Someone might answer before me though, because stream does seem to be lagging a little bit, sadly. Unfortunately, cannot control my internet. It's the kind of jacket you obtain in love forever, I agree. This collar part is the hardest bit for me. But I really just think that it looks super waterproof. So I was gonna say, I think like the thing I like most about it is the silhouette of the large collar and the cropped short sleeves. That's a really nice look, I find. Now that's gonna be filled in. Which one did you use before Clip Studio Paint? I used Photoshop, but I hated it. And I honestly should have switched to Clip Studio sooner, because Photoshop was so overpriced for what it was doing. And it failed me in the end and made me lose multiple files because of corruption. So we do not stand Photoshop in this house. I hate Adobe. I literally stayed with Adobe the same way that people stay like in a toxic relationship. And I'm only making this joke because I've been in toxic relationships before. So I never recommend anyone use it. It's not good. It's not worth the money. Clip Studio Paint is Peem. That is a tangent line. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, there we go. So... Yep. Okay, cool. And I'm also gonna do just like a little drop shadow underneath the collar, because I feel like that'll just add... Yeah, that looks nice. Photoshop Adobe shows AI ads like every time you open it. Now, yeah, that's when I jumped ship, is when they started being like, here's our AI integration, and also the new update fucked up the entire program so bad that all of your old files are corrupted. And I'm like, wow, never have I ever left a company. Stop doing that gradient a company so quickly after an update. Like normally I'm like, okay, you know, I'm just being kind of an old codger, I need to give it a chance. But this was genuinely one of the first times I was like, nope, I'm done, goodbye. I've been told to switch for so long, but this is the final nail in the coffin. You stayed with Adobe like how people stayed with Twitter. I'm still on Twitter. I'm still using Twitter. But like I'm switching over to Blue Sky gradually. But like most people haven't left Twitter yet, so I'm like, I can't really fully leave because like that's a lot of my customer base when I do comms, so I don't want to lose that. That's kind of scary. But the thing is, so many of the people that are switching over to Blue Sky are like also artists, so I want to have a Blue Sky so I can like still have my friends over there. But I think it's just something that a lot of people aren't like considering, is that like part of the reason that the move to Blue Sky is going to be so slow is that it's going to have to be something that pisses off the non-artists to make them want to leave, because a lot of non-artists don't really care about AI usage, unfortunately, or like they care but not enough to like change their lifestyle, you know. So hello chat, I made a cheesecake. Ooh, Shaka looks like something Anya would wear, or Wendy from The Shining. I love both of those characters, so that's a huge compliment. I'm not even kidding. I almost went as like Wendy from The Shining for Halloween once. Back when I had black hair for a little bit of time, I was thinking about it, and then I really had to re-dye my hair so fast because I got like harassed for having black hair. Just like, okay, no goths allowed. I mean, I like it better. Oh, I like Blue Sky better 100%. I like it better because I don't get showed rage bait like every 2 scrolls. It's literally just posts that people are reblogging, which is like, whoa, a website that works? It's actually pleasant to check. It is, because there's actual good art on it too. I think I will draw my fursona in this. I'm gonna draw like my Anthro fursona. It's been so long since I've drawn him. Let's see. So that... I don't know anything about Blue Sky. It's alright. It's pretty nice. It's the one downside I've found is that they don't have polls yet, and you can't post GIFs. And those are 2 things I do quite a lot on social media. But I'm sure they have plans to update it, because they are trying to be competitive with Twitter, so I don't see why they wouldn't. It seems kind of like that's the way that they're... That's like the wave they're on. But for right now, is it worth making a new account for, or should I just keep Tumblr? I think they're good for different reasons. So here's the thing I'll say about Tumblr. Tumblr does not have a lot of artists. It has some artists, and it has some really talented artists, but it doesn't have a lot of artists because there's not a lot of good networking abilities on Tumblr. Like, you're not going to find executives for animation projects on Tumblr. You're not going to find comic artists on Tumblr. There are people that share their art on Tumblr because they like to share their art with people that will appreciate it, but Tumblr's not really a business asset the same way that Twitter used to be a business asset, because on Twitter you can talk to like literally anyone because everybody used Twitter. I think that that's what Blue Sky is going to become. I think that after people get pissed off at Musk for something that's like the final straw for, like I said, more than just the artists, people will come over. But it is right now like Twitter if Twitter didn't have an algorithm that makes you want to kill yourself. Like, I don't know how else to say. Twitter algo shows you stuff that will actively be like mentally harmful to you. So I know that that sounds like that sounds dour, but like it's not an exaggeration either. How do you draw without zooming in? If I zoom in, then I lose the shape language. Zooming in is the killer of good silhouette, in my opinion. Like, it's better to be a little messy than it is to have bad silhouette. Now, that's not saying that there's only one right way to draw, but for me personally, silhouette's more important than, like, cleanliness of lines. Especially because these are not even technically lines, this is like sketch. But at this point, I don't even really sketch anymore, I'm just gonna start drawing. At least when I do studies like this, like, there's no point. Like, why would I sketch? The sketch is already right there. I know what I'm drawing, I just have to draw it. Twitter's whole deal is to show you a bunch of reactionary posts to react to. Exactly, because you can farm engagement bait off of it. You can make money off of pissing people off, which is like when I knew the site was about to die. I was like, the second that you make it so that people can make money about harassing people or like pissing people off, you're going into the internet trenches. But consider my eyes are tiny. I understand. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying you can't zoom in, just that for me it's like the killer of good silhouette. Also, I'm taking some artistic liberties with this sleeve here, but I think it looks good, so I don't really mind. interesting. I might actually make an account on there now, hearing that. I just hate making accounts, so I wanted to see if it was worth it. Yeah, I would say it is. I would say it's worth it. I've made a lot of mutuals there that I didn't have on Twitter already. I think because everyone's kind of starting out fresh, it's a little easier to meet new people. Because, you know, everyone's like not got their big follower base anymore. Which is not like entirely true. Like I've met people that have like 30K already, and it's like, jeez, oh man. But I think it also, like, artists are more willing to follow other artists because they're like, oh, who are you? You're also starting out fresh? Twitter throwing away some of the most prominent, most recognizable branding ever to become X and then instantly turning into the worst site ever. Like, dude, just put it back. It's so ugly now. I miss the little blue birdie. I literally miss her so bad. Like, the second that she changed to X, I knew it was over. The little blue bird, like, filled me with happiness. Not that Twitter was ever a particularly happy website, but it was at least cute looking. You could at least see good artwork. And now, like, all the Japanese artists are leaving, all the Korean artists are leaving and go to Blue Sky. That's how you know it's over. When they leave, it's like, this is literally the only reason I'm still here, because they're not on Tumblr. That's the other thing, is that none of the non-American artists are on Tumblr, because I don't know if it's that the search engine is not as nice to them, or that people are kind of weird to them, but they just don't come to Tumblr. I've seen, like, maybe 1 or 2 Japanese artists on Tumblr, and, like, half the time they get chased off, like, immediately afterwards, and I never know why. That actually sounds lovely. Oh, it is. I love it. I love Blue Sky so far. Very nice. And I will thank Raw for that, because they're the one that put me on that. When Blue Sky was first coming out, I was kind of like, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm tired of jumping social medias all the time. And they're like, no, like, this is going to be Twitter, but better. I'm like, okay, I'll trust you. Hi.
So you know for later, the rice is put away in the fridge.
Okay, thank you. Blue Sky is the guys who originally made Twitter, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I literally think they're using some of the same code that they're allowed to use, if I'm not mistaken. I am not a coding guy, though, so don't ask me. That is just, I've heard through the grapevine that is the case. Also, it's because Tumblr is very American-centric, and Americans are freaks. I mean, you're not wrong. I feel like this is the one chat you can say that, where, like, listen, I'm American, and I love my, like, friends that are here, but, like, there's a reason why I'm constantly, like, what country can we even move to get out of here? But then I'm like, if we move out of here, then we're just running away from a problem instead of trying to fix it, and it's like, doesn't make the problem go away. But no, I don't think you're wrong for saying that. I get so tired of jumping social media that now I just post my art on Tumblr and my website, and I don't intend making any new social medias unless Tumblr dies. Yeah. That's kind of like... Here's the thing. I made Blue Sky because, like I said, Raw put me onto it, but if there comes up some, like, next great social media and, like, people are swearing by it, it's gonna take a lot to convince me to go over, because I'm just kind of tired of, like, running all over the place. We're working on having a website, though. Ethan's helping me put one together. I've just been, like, I got sick, so I wasn't able to work on it, but that's, like, one of my goals for the end of the year is to have that, like, at least started up. Tumblr, the site which people will kiss the fence so long as it's white. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Guys, it's time the stream gets serious. Who's up for some competitive patty cake? We definitely need new words for retweeting, tweeting, because skeet is not working for me. Is that what they're calling it on Blue Sky? That's pretty awful, actually. I haven't heard that yet. Social media fatigue. I don't blame you. There was a time where I just kind of stopped using any social media, like, as social media. I'm still really not fully out of that phase. I'm back a little bit because I check every so often, but like genuinely, I just stopped looking at social media for like a few months. I just only posted my art and left. I honestly, I was probably the most productive part of my online art career too, which should say something. I need to become a hermit again. Only problem is when I do that, then I have nothing to talk about on streams because people will be like, "Ah, did you see this?" And I'm like, no." I'm gonna stream Human Anatomy. Awesome! I'm so excited. I'm so excited to watch you do study streams. I need to get to watch Ra's stream because I missed it this last weekend when I was ill. During my illness. Hello, can you please close? Why are you not... Why won't you close? Why are you wretched? Let me stream? Oh yeah, Let Me streams. She streamed a little bit and then stopped for a bit, but like is getting back at it now. She's got a new mic. I'm excited for the Let Me streams. Okay, so this is like kind of bunched up here, which is part of why it looked like it wasn't connected, but it is. For those of you that don't know, Lemmy is my friend and co-judge in the Monster Mayhem. I won't be asleep all day tomorrow so I can catch streams. Nice! Okay. And... My mic is so sexy, chat. I sound so crazy with it. It does sound really good. And me no... That's true. Ethan also just got a new mic. I forgot. We all got mic'd up. In preparation for big group streams in the future. There's even like a little bit of fold here. And here's where I'm going to take my artistic liberties. There totally isn't a big group stream already planned for this month. Shh, it's a secret. You're making me want to stream, but at the same time, I don't feel like talking. I mean, there are plenty of silent streamers. It might be a little harder to grow an audience, but like if you don't mind like not having a bunch of people watching, there are definitely people that do that. And I would say like these chill streams, I talk way less than I talk during the normal art streams, but that's because I'm like studying, I'm doing something new. Whereas during normal art streams, I'm kind of like just doing like rote work that I have to get done. I'm like clocking in and out of my job. So it's not as deep, it's not as stressful. Whereas, I mean, these are not stressful. They're just more like, you know, I'm doing something that I'm not necessarily comfortable with yet, which is good. It's good. It's soul food, but it does mean that I'm like a little quieter than usual. Wait, why are we all saying thank you, Will? Will sponsored by Mike, so everyone say thank you, Will. Oh, of course. I did, because I wanted to help you out. Chill hills, chill highs, going through chill skies on the spookiest night. Beautiful. Poetry. Bars. Ah. Transparent. Shout out to the crazy good artists who stream silently. There are some really good artists that just don't talk while they stream, and it's like so crazy to me. I sit there, blah, blah, blah. I'll sit there and watch them and like just dissect the art in my head. I'm like, what are you doing? What are they cooking? What are they cooking in here? I am gonna put my fursona in this. I gotta draw my guy. It's been too long. It's been too long. It's been long enough. People are like, you don't use this fursona anymore. Can you sell them? And it's like, literally no. That's me. That's me, motherfucker. I'm not selling my guy just because you decided I didn't draw it enough. I'm not losing custody of my OC. Also, hello. Silent streamers and music are fun. It's like a radio channel. Yeah. Alright, so there's gonna be some lines here. I'm actually gonna leave that as a line and not fill it in. I think that looks pretty nice as it is. Someone cooked here. Someone did that to Lemmy less than a week ago. No, I know. And that's the thing that I saw that drove me nuts when I saw it. I was like, I cannot stand this mentality the furry community has where it's like, if you don't use your OC enough, you don't deserve them. It's so fucking weird. This is the end result, though, of, like, treating intellectual property like it's, like, the end-all be-all of, like, in online clout and, like, sellability. It's just, it pisses me off so bad. It's like, are you going to eat that for artists? I know! I expect Raymond to be in boxes and ready to move on into an island that will appreciate him properly ass behavior, honestly. No, I know. Alright, hold on. We're going to make a new layer for the pants. I do actually have a pants reference. But I'm not going to draw, like, the full pants. I'm just going to draw, like, a little bit. I should have a pants reference. Did I not save the pants reference? I do not believe. Well, this is good enough. This is pretty good. I would wear these pants. I like wearing loose pants. Is that a thing? Yes. It 100% is, and it makes me nuts. The thing is, too, I would say it's mostly a Toy House thing, but I love Toy House. I think Toy House is an awesome tool. It's just that somehow we invented capitalism, too, on Toy House. Also, the crotch of this is actually kind of low, so it's going to be more like up here, which is unfortunate because it gets rid of all the nice shading that I just did, but it's whatever. It's the reality of wearing a long coat is that, like, your pants are going to get pretty covered up. So I'm actually going to put it, like, here. Because honestly, like, they're probably not going to be a lot of pants showing. I have too many OCs, so I don't draw them a lot, but I still love them. Exactly! Like, the thing is, too, OCs are not like they're not like a car. You don't, like, lose them, or, like, they don't depreciate just because you don't draw them. And not only just don't draw them, but also you just don't post them. Like, I think that's the other thing that people forget is, like, artists exist online to their own discretion. Not everyone posts every single piece they draw. And I actually think it's good that people don't post every single piece they draw. You've got to have some, private art. You go fucking crazy. Like, I'll draw vent art, and I'll be like, oh, maybe I post this because it looks really good. And I think about all the times people have, like, commented weirdly horny things on my vent art thinking that it was meant to be sexual. And I'm like, I literally would die if this happened on this piece. So I don't. And they're not even doing anything wrong. Like, I wish they wouldn't be so public about it. But I don't think there's anything wrong with being like, oh, wow, that's hot. Just don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. Not on my vent art about addiction. Please. Not on my vent art about alcoholism. Please. It's not somehow the creator of Toy House was a closed species person, so a lot of the first Toy House users were closed species people. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I mean, again, functionality-wise, I think that makes it pretty cool. Like, I get why it exists that way then, but I don't like it. I like it as a sorting tool. That does make a lot more sense, though. Alright. I think this gotta race a little bit. Alright, let's see how this looks. The Great Furry Depression, the OC stocks have fallen. I genuinely, I'm not even kidding, I think that's gonna happen at some point soon. Because I think that people are gonna start, like, charging too much for adopts, or, like, customs, and then people are gonna, like, stop buying. Honestly, here's my fear, right? We live in a world where, like, people are like, you know, support artists, let artists charge whatever they want. I perfectly, completely agree. But as an artist that sells my own art, you do also have to read the market. And, like, if you start charging too much, the only people that are going to be able to afford your art are, like, tech bros. And if you want that market and you can, or you want that audience and you can have that audience, go ahead, more power to you. But that's not going to be everyone. It's like when people start charging commercial prices for, like, literal individual people getting presents and stuff for their loved ones. Yes, art is a luxury, but one of the first things that goes in a, like, economic crisis is luxury. So you have to play it smart too. Don't pay yourself so little that you can't eat, but, like, also be realistic with it. Is anyone studying alongside Willow today? I'm grinding lower body torso anatomy to prepare myself for tomorrow's studies. That's awesome. That's so cool. I mostly use Toy House to organize my OCs. Oh, same here. Need to leave and then come back? No worries, Coda. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, trust me, people already sell adopts for up to $400. And I think it depends what you're getting with the adopt. Like, when people are like, oh, here's this adopt and you also get all of this artwork with it because they've been, like, an OC that they've had for a while, I get it. I do understand that because, like, you're not just getting the adopt, then you're getting all of the assets and stuff that come with them. But I don't know. I'm never going to say this is too much for an adopt because I do think that there are some designs that have a level of care and effort put into them that they do deserve that much money. But I also think that people gotta be realistic with it. People gotta be realistic with who their market is. But again, that's why I didn't really get into, like, the adopt and, like, original character side of things, because I think that I don't like when people are like, oh, you're charging too little for your art, so you're devaluing all the rest of the community, and it's like, okay. I don't really want anyone telling me what to charge for my art. Do you really need a code for Toy House? I made the account so long ago I don't remember. Yeah, you do. Pay yourself enough to buy a cheap meal at least. And I was gonna say, that's my thing, is you should never charge yourself less than minimum wage. So if you are working for 6 hours on a piece, you should charge yourself 6 hours minimum wage at least for whatever state you live in. I think you should charge more because art is a skill, but you also sometimes have to be clever with it because, like I said, art is a luxury, so that's one of the first things people stop buying when they don't have money. It's why I think people do, like, your character here's because they're a little faster. I feel like there's some kind of connection between people coming out of nowhere trying to buy other people's sonas and people seeing handmade crafts made for themselves that would cost a wild amount of money and going, OMG, where can I buy that? Yes, like that girl that made the plant blanket with the bugs, and everyone's like, where can you buy that? And she's like, this took me like 500 hours. Like, I couldn't sell this because it would literally cost thousands and thousands of dollars. If you ever point out someone's prices, it should be so that they don't undervalue their own work, not anyone else's. I know. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. That's fine. Just know my business. I kind of want to give this guy, like, a bucket. What would I be carrying around outside in the cold? Also, if you guys give me one moment, I am going to go grab some cranberry juice. So I'm going to go back to the BRB screen. But will genuinely be BRB. But if you guys want to take a chance to refresh your pages again, it still looks like it's kind of laggy on my end, because I'm watching the stream on the side. But if you refresh, it should catch back up. Hopefully. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry about that. I literally just needed to go get... Only the splishy splashing noises were in time with the bouncing. Oh, that would be really cute. Sorry, I had to go get juice. My doctor says I cannot drink coffee right now, so I'm drinking a lot of cranberry juice. Also, I hope you guys aren't stuck in ads right as it came back. That would feel cruel. Honestly, I should try to time the breaks that I gotta take with ads so that I'm just like gone. Thank you, Cyclomatus, for saying the new screen is cool. It was a commission that I had been waiting on for a little bit, and I'm really happy with it. New BRB screen is so goated. Thank you. I quite like it myself. I think I made the hand too tiny. Get out of here. Get out of here. Rah. Cranberry juice is tasty. I'm totally not biased. Doing a study alongside stream tonight, and it's really helping me out. The strong funk I've had for the past few days. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Can I borrow the tail brush idea from my Sona? Well, I didn't invent it because I borrowed it from Smeargle. I would say I hope you like put your own original spin to it. But I can't really stop anyone because like it is just based off of a Pokemon. Alright. Ah, it looks uglier. Go back to how you were. I'll just do the head first. Do I still have the file on my... I think the way that I drew my first Sona's eyes in that one piece. I feel like I have it on my drive. If I grab it. Because I just did a really nice job drawing their face in that other one. Quest Smeargle Pokemon. It's tart. I could have sworn... Oh yeah, there it is. And then let's open it. There we go, yeah. I just feel like I did a really nice job drawing the head in this one, so I'm gonna like... I'm abducting you. With me. Yeah, I just think it looks really nice. I'm gonna see if I can recreate this proportions. Off topic, but how would big would Critter be IRL? So I said originally that they're 6 feet tall, and I'm still kind of like tempted to make this canon because I think it's funny. That they look so cute, but they would actually be fucking massive. But considering I drew them next to my regular Sona this tall, it's kind of like I'm unsure of how big I want to make them. So if your current Sona is in the jacket, which one of your previous clothes studies would Skittles be wearing? Honestly, none of the ones here because Skittles was during my scene phase, so I would probably have to go crazy with the clothes that I put Skittles in. I think I totally misinterpreted the jacket. I thought it was a romper with a zipper that wraps... No, it's a coat with a zipper down the middle. I think the zipper and why people thought it was a crotch zipper is just because the zipper's folding in towards the body because it's heavier, because it's like a metal. But it's not actually a zipper at the crotch. It is literally just a regular jacket zipper. Kind of want to put my glasses on this character too. Hi, Posset. Welcome in. and steal his brain. It's just so I can have a reference for the head on this, so I can draw it in a similar style. Because I think I really like how it turned out on this. Although I don't think I drew my bangs right. My bangs do kind of have that little crook fold because my hair's wavy. I think I also drew the head too big. I don't know if that means I need to redraw it though. We'll see. Thank you for doing streams like this. This is almost 4-year funk has really been rooted in not knowing where to start, what to do. I guess it was just as simple as not trying to force myself into drawing cartoons and doing more life drawings. I just finished a quick study and it really hit the button in my brain used to feel when I was in school. Yeah, I genuinely, when you feel like stuck in a rut, sometimes you just need to do something that you haven't done before, because if anyone would get tired of doing the same thing over and over again. And I'm saying this as an autistic person that plays the same video games and eats the same food over and over again. Even I need some diversity in the things that I repeat. Harbor, why are we singing? Why are we singing a beautiful song? Yeah, their head's way too big. Well, so let's see what happens if I like shrink you. It's a little bit better. You can always just thicken up the lines too. Although I don't even know if I like the head being that way. I kind of want the head to go to the side. Also, don't worry, I just hid the layer so I can change my mind again. I kind of want like the head cocked a little bit. Kitty meow meow. He's just singing so beautifully. I gotta draw my boyfriend in one of these outfits, actually, if I'm being so real. Like, people were asking about Skittles, but now I kinda want to draw Forest Sona in clothes. Now, Harbor. Good thing it's an ad break. Hi. He's just looking at me. Hi. Come here. Do you want popcorn? Would you like popcorn? Popcorn? Come on. Come on. Up on my lap. I'll give you some if you sit on my lap. No, you can't just hit it out of my hand. Get up. Come on. I know you can do this. Fine, I'm gonna eat the popcorn. He didn't want popcorn that badly. He ran away. Alright. My stomach just growled too. I'm getting assaulted from all angles. The cat's screaming, my stomach's growling. The motorcycles are farting outside. You done a facial expression study stream yet? I don't think I have. Actually, that could be something... Hold on, actually, I'm gonna make a note of that. I need my stomach to stop growling, please. Alright, there we go. Okay. Farsona is in the maid outfit, but in the most Sylvanian family's husband way. I think I need to change the body type of the person in the maid outfit. I was gonna grab jacket that I really like and do him in it. Because I think he would look good in it. Because since we're doing jackets this stream anyway, I need to change the ears. Ears look a little funky. Harbor hitting popcorn and being violent. He wanted it, so he was just trying to grab it from me. He wouldn't take it sweetly. He's being so wretched. Okay, now the only trouble is I have to draw a chin from 3/4 view, which is evil. Not impossible, just evil. Also, no, sorry, I just saw Painted Clover say, I am not in the Leica's server. I want there to be a space for people to talk to each other and have, like, space to, like, be buddies. But me, personally, I get really stressed out by large spaces. I am a tier 1 anxiety haver. I, like... my stomach growling is not just because my tummy hurts, I just genuinely, like, get like really bad physical anxiety symptoms. I think the eye looks ugly. I kind of have to change that. It looks like a little droopy. I think the face structure looks pretty decent though. Like, the actual shape of the face is nice, even if I didn't really like how the eyes were placed. And eyes are pretty easy to fix as long as you've got the structure of your face okay. Because it's like carving indents into an existing shape rather than trying to, like, just roughly place where you think they might go. He's singing out there again. Video must need... Thank you, Cloyd. The pockets. This is a very nice looking jacket. Thank you. Or, gracias, Cloyd. Sorry, my Spanish is not very good. I try my best though. It has stream notifs. Yes! I think people thought you were talking about Will, but if you mean Catchenda, they are on the Discord. Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, I am not, but Catchenda, I believe, is. Also, hi, Huey. How the freak do you draw birds' feet? Well, it sounds like you might want to grab some pictures of bird feet to look at. Are you using reference, or are you struggling even with reference? Because it's okay if you are. Just, I'll say the fastest way to figure out how to draw something is to grab reference of it. Oh geez, I'm sorry for not answering and causing confusion. Oh, Catgenda, don't worry. No worries. Honestly, we answered every version of the question that could have existed. You're all good. You didn't cause anything. Also, the other thing is, this is a turtleneck, so if... Yeah, okay. The head would definitely have to be lower, because if not, then it's just so high up. Get out of here. Rah. I am gonna fill in some of the space with white so I don't have to erase underneath, but also so I can see a little more clearly. Here we go. A little bit there. A little bit there. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, I am also going to kind of move the cheek fluff over a little more because I feel like right now the placement makes it look too far back. I think it's a really fun thing when you do this with like cat furries where like instead of like in place of where the ears would be on a human, you put like cheek fluff because I think it still looks natural because there would be a break in the hair there, but it also makes it so that you can kind of make their cheeks not like you can remove some of like the humanness of the chin shape, which is something that gets a little scary with like furries sometimes, is like when they get too much of a human head shape. Harbor. He's just trilling in the background. You're popular now? Captain is popular. You're famous. I'm struggling with reference too. Okay, that might be something I can try and cover on stream at some point then. Because that's what I do the study streams for, is to help with things that people might like be having a hard time with. Or just to learn something myself, because sometimes, I mean like with clothing folds, I'm not as comfortable with them as I'd like to be. So, that's why I did a study stream. What are you meowing at? Speaking of bird feet, I tried to make some out of wire for my monster and it worked. They got tangled in my bag and the wool is a big mess. Oh no! I'm actually so excited to see though. I think, Carly, you'll be like the only physical medium one that we have so far, because I don't think we've gotten any other physical medium monsters. Okay, I really like the way that ear is cocked. That looks nice. There's a good shape to it. Honey. Lit. Somehow I never thought of just filling in the space with white instead of erasing its genius. Yeah, it's because if you need to change anything, then you could just get rid of the white layer. And for me, who's so indecisive and likes moving stuff around, it's great. Harbor. It's being so naughty tonight. Hold on, let me get him. Running. I'm gonna just close the door really quick so we can't get back in. I'm sorry. So bad. If I could trill, I'd do it all the time. Actually, so real. I'm not even kidding. I wish humans had the ability to. Okay. Oh wait, did I? No, I drew the ears on the wrong layer. Okay. Okay, I accept my fate. I'm sad about it, but I accept my fate. I'm actually just gonna copy the other one though, because that one's an easy fix. But I kind of want to fix the head anyway. Because I don't think that tie back was giving us enough space on the top of the head. It was looking kind of flat. these bangs are not voluminous enough. Again, head look kind of flat again. There we go. And then honestly, this could come out more. Yeah. And then this is on its own layer, so it's easier to erase. Is there a deadline for the monster thingy? Yeah, it's October 25th. Baby cat. Can you guys still hear him, or is it just because stream's lagging? Hopefully it's just because stream was lagging and catching up a bit. Hello, just got here. What are you doing? Or how are you doing? Pretty good. We're doing closed studies. But I'm drawing my first one as a treat. But they have no eyes right now because I don't feel like drawing the eyes. Oh, I can really draw the eyebrows. Sometimes drawing the eyebrow ridge is like the easiest way to getting into drawing the eyes when you don't feel like it. Okay, so these aren't closed. Try again. There we go. Is there a set time for when stream ends? Usually I end at like 10 p.m., but I will tell you tonight I'll probably go a little longer because I am enjoying doing these studies, and I'm not tired. And I also feel like I have some work that I could get done if I'm not doing the studies. Mostly I just want to have stuff to post that I'm happy with though, so that's why I'm giving myself some extra time to do these. Stream does have a delay by the looks of it. Ah, bummer. I don't know why. As long as people aren't minding the content still, then I'm not too... I'm a little miffed because we do pay for internet, but like good internet. But as long as no one's too bothered by it, then it's not the end of the world. Okay, so here's the other thing. The nose is kind of like far over and kind of low. Clicked in, love your layout, it's so nice. Just got done some cube practice and my brain is melted. Finding the motivation to draw something fun now? Lavalehu, welcome in. Just refresh my page and the delay seems to be gone. Okay, that's good. Everybody refresh your page. Hopefully it works. I don't know what else I could recommend. I mean, I just refreshed my page and it looks like it's now perfectly fine. So maybe we're free? Tentatively speaking. Okay, I'm gonna merge all of the head layers. I'm genuinely, like, I just don't like how it looks. I don't like how it looks. I don't know why I don't like how it looks. I think the eyebrows look fine. I think everything, like, up to here looks fine. I just maybe I just squish the head. Maybe I just need to, like, move it down. It's not giving kitty. It was too long. And it also wasn't true. I don't have a long head. I have a very square head. Alright, there we go. Critter says the stream might be a bit longer tonight, though. Yes, because I got stuff to do. And also just because I didn't get to draw like all weekend because I was in hospital and then I was like in bed sleeping. So now I'm like, all right, I want to draw. I've been tired of being sick, tired of being ill and injured and sickly. I want to get back to work. Okay, that already looks better. I don't know what I did differently exactly, but it already looks better shape-wise. Well, if you remember the pumpkin cat Build-A-Bear, I gave her a bow. Aw, that's so cute. La critera? Critera? Is there a word for critter in Spanish? They were in hospital, they were in urgent. Okay, sorry, yeah. Urgent care. Sorry, I always mix the two up. I've been to both, but I always mix the two of them up. Criatura? Interesting. They died and went to the hospital. Yeah, actually, I did die. Sorry. This is not Critter. This is the imposter Critter. This is Wallow. Also, it really does look like the internet's better now. Oh, I don't like the placement of that eye. Ew! Get out of here. That was gross. Yuck. Maybe I just cover the other eye. That's what evil strategy is. If I can't draw both eyes, draw one well and then cover the other one with the hair. Because my hair does that, so it's fine. It's realistic. The wind is blowing. I have narrative reasoning. It's fine. This classic artist strat never fails. Glad to see you're okay. Oh yeah, I'm better now. Like I said, my organs were mad at me. Everyone remember to drink water. Drink water lest ye suffer the fate I do. Could also use Biko. Interesting. Is it weird to say you give the same hella gender vibes as Anya in the strong? I do love Anya, so I'm not put off by that. She's very cool to me. That's also just how I look. The part of the reason I don't draw my Willow persona, which is like this guy, as much anymore, is because it was making me uncomfortable to have people be like, "Oh my god, this is so me," and it's like literally just a picture of like how I actually look, but as a cat. It's like, well, not really. There's a real person attached to the back end of this that actually does look like this. Willow, I hope you're doing well. I am. Thank you. Alright, so... head. Willow, you butchered the pronunciation on that. I'm sorry. How would you pronounce it? If you could spell it phonetically. Also, thank you for the save break. Actually, I don't think I've saved since we started. Bicho. Bicho. Bisho? This is why I make my persona unappealing to the average OMG, this is my gender crowd. AKA she's not skinny and a cat, dog, or androgynous. I know. I can't help it. But the thing is, that's why I made Critter rounder. I was like, we gotta make you, like, pear-shaped so that no one goes, oh my god, so gender. 9 times out of 10 when people go, oh my god, so gender, it's just because the person's skinny. It makes me crazy. I felt great. I was crazy once. Okay, wait, that's also erasable. Crazy? I was crazy once. I just can't handle it. Like, I'm just so tired. And the thing is, it also made me feel really weird when I, like, gained weight for a bit. Because of how people responded to Willow. And, like, so when I was drawing them with the weight that I was currently at, like, people did not care as much for them, and I was like, oh, that doesn't feel good. So I just switched to drawing Critter, because I was like, you know what, fuck you, I will be round. And the thing is, now that I've been, like, eating a little better, and I've been able to move around, because, like, I got a treadmill and stuff, I, like, lost weight again, so now I look like this again. But, like, I've been, like, hesitating to draw Willow like this, because it's like, I don't know if I can handle, like, the gender comments starting up again, just because I, like, lost weight. I don't think I have a fursona. I mean, that's okay. You can always make one, too. But even if you don't have one, like, you can still be a furry. If that is what you so desire. Okay, I saw you in person when you thought you were heavy, and you objectively weren't. I was heavy for me. I mean, sorry, that's just eating disorder core, I guess. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. I guess I'm eating better now. I mean, like, actually eating too, not just, like, avoided. Okay, the hair here is looking too rounded. It looks kind of funky. Ah. Like, gender only when skinny thing is gross, just to clarify. No, I completely understand. I understood what you meant. And it is. It really annoys me, especially because, like, I have so many trans characters, and I have so many trans characters of, like, different sizes, but I do notice how, like, they get treated differently depending on what they look like, and it really... It doesn't help that I already have, like, had body image issues and, like, eating disorder problems growing up. But, like, seeing that now does not make it feel any better. But it won't stop me from drawing characters that are, like, plus-sized either. Like, the thing is, the people that do see themselves in that art are so happy to have it and are so appreciative of it that I'm like, it's worth it. Like, it's worth the kind of feeling bad every so often about, like, noticing the differences in how those characters get treated, because the people that do need that representation and do, like, appreciate it make it worthwhile. Future fat character you get so owned, she's so chumby chunky, I want to pet comments instead. Ah, let me out of here! Get me out of here! I can't take it anymore! Quick be normal about a fat person internet challenge. It's impossible. Challenge level impossible. I mean, okay, one thing I will say is that people have been very cool about Leica. Like, people genuinely just treat Leica like a human being, and that is nice. I need that. Why do I hate the head again? We ain't ever getting out of here. I ain't ever getting adopted. Alright, hold on. I think it's just this side looks too, like, big. It looks lopsided. That's the trouble with not drawing the other eye, is now you don't have any markers on the head, it's just hair. My cowardice makes me suffer. The perfectionist! Listen, it pays off. It does pay off in the end. Also, because if I don't do this, then I'm gonna hate it in, like, 2 hours and then delete it. That's what happens. If I don't do this to my art, then when I, like, go to post it, I'm like, never mind, it looks bad, and I just don't share it. Also, because the bangs aren't this long right now. So I think part of the issue I'm having here is that I drew my face too slim. Like, my head's a bit wider than this. Because right now, it's got this... Get out of here. Right now, it's got kind of this head shape. But I do have, like, more of a rounder, like, square head. Treating fat people like the way you would treat a pet is crazy. Like, you gotta think... No, exactly! Sorry, I described you something that might be misconstrued if an ED struggle, but I meant it to ask you. You are warm and sweet. Oh my God, Carly, no, 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 no. I completely understood what you meant. I think I think I didn't read the message out loud, but I completely got what you meant. Also, I hate to say it, but like I also, I know you, so stop zooming out. Okay, I know you would not have bad intentions. I think it's a little different if it's like someone I don't know or like never talked to one-on-one before, but like because I know you, I know that you don't mean anything bad. If I didn't understand what you meant, I would just ask. I promise. I'm not that type of person to like assume and then get mad. It's running. Get back. It's going away. Wait, what? Oh, this is the canvas. It's literally running away from me. It's like, stop erasing. Just let me live. Let me be imperfect. And I'm like, no, I will fix you. The real strat here is I may just steal the head from this drawing and literally put it on this body. That is the real genius strategy when you can't draw something. Real artists know. Because I drew both things. The only thing that I will say is that this is taking away from me actually doing a study, so I might just disappear you for a little bit, get out of here, and I may grab the jacket that I wanted to draw Forest in. I could also do this. I could also do this, because then I can draw Brila. And I want to draw Brila. It's been forever since I've drawn them. And I have another drawing of Brila on my computer. Something I was thinking about is streams for me is like being a regular at a cafe, here to listen and enjoy. Yeah! There was a time, actually, that I almost branded my streams as like a cafe. But I decided to go with the critter instead. But when I was thinking of doing the little angel character, I was going to do like, oh, like I'm an angel and I have to work at cafe like a normal human, to like watch over people, be like a guardian angel that I draw in my free time. I remember the PNG tuber you made for the cafe thing. Yeah, I think it was cute. Like, it was a really cute idea. Also, hold on, Mav. I can literally grab the picture of Brilla in Flash Hydra because I think it was cute as fuck, and I think that you would like it. If I can just pop open Drive on this computer. I'm drinking my cranberry juice like a grandfather. Although it got watered down because there's ice in it. Yuck. Yuck. Besides, I did a whole page of studies, so I don't feel super bad. Like, I did get page of studies done. I could probably fix up the one in my persona. I just think I need to tweak with it off screen, or off stream, because trying to do it live, my brain was not liking it. Okay, there we go. Here's the drawing of Brilla and Flash I did. I think it was really cute. I also did this one. Oh, it's kind of tiny. There we go, that's a little bigger. Yes, the canvas is called Gay People. Also, sorry, I was just looking at Path of Dinosaurs message. I was gonna say, I was like, hello? But yeah, I like them. They're cutes. Your minnows in a cup next to your paint water, contentedly staring at your art. Don't drink us, please. Go, my frog. Let me get. Go, my frog. And then also, Brilla does not have a long sleeve. Or they do, but it's like rolled at the sleeve. The only thing is, I wish I had a reference for that, but alas. Love your art. Message from Doug. Okay. No worries. Thank you for the compliment. Oh, posture check, thank you. Those are some good lines, thank you. Would you be mad if I said that it's a sketch? I'm kind of just like, because I'm not really lining anything so much as I'm just drawing. But I think that, let me point it out, at this point I just need to accept that this is line art, because it's kind of like clean enough to be. Okay, wait, this probably should like muffin out a little bit, because it is the rolled up sleeve. That's cool, we give you the murder pass. Careful, because that could get you banned. The thing is, Twitch updated their TOS so you cannot say violent words anymore. Even when it comes to like moderating. I'd be glad if you posted those Brilliant Flash pictures on Tumblr, because it'd be great for reference, and seeing it made me want to finish that piece. I will. I'm gonna do this as Brila, and then I'm gonna probably post them all together. If you couldn't, I understand. No, I can post it. It's been too long since I've posted them, and I like these guys. They're fun for me to draw, and people went gaga for them last time I posted them. Clean enough, and it's as clean as how mangakas sketch. I take that as high praise because I literally watch mangakas draw and I'm like, how do they do that? That was my goal, though. It was my goal to get to the point where I could just draw like straight up. Okay, wait. The thing that I am missing here is that this should be like chest, because the pose is like to the side. Also, less of Brila's leg would show because their skirt's a little longer. I also think I gave them stockings, I'm pretty sure. But I usually use stockings like slightly. I don't know what you just said that made me think of Don't Call Me Gaga. In my heart, Lemmy has the special getting you emote so she can eat minnows. I have to animate the Go My Frog because I think that will be used. That game would be such a banger. If I was a game dev, I'd do it for you for free. Well, I was gonna say, definitely value your work, because I don't want you to do it for free, but I do want the game to exist. And so we've talked about, also I'm gonna take some like creative liberties here with the dress. Or maybe I won't, because that looks bad. Talked about it. I would like it to be real. I think it would be a good game. But I appreciate it. But also Ethan's right, you should value your work. Very kind of you, but your efforts are always worth pay. Anything that you spend a lot of time on, you should be paid for. You only do things for free if they're for me. We all do. Well, I was gonna say, because we're friends, we do stuff for each other. The thing I think this is missing is the really nice, like, underside of the skirt here. That's better. That's much better. It's like some dimensionality to it. And this looks way too stiff. Like, that's gotta come back. That's better. That is so much better. Whatever I was doing. Yep. More like a way of saying It's more like a way of saying, but like if this project comes to be, I'd be so willing to work on it because it seems great. I understand, I understand. I might give up on all my hopes and dreams. Coda, why? Coda, why? Don't give up on your hopes and dreams, why? And you talk about it almost like, oh, this game should happen. I want it to. I think it would make a good game. Like, I do think that it would be genuinely fun to play. If art is all I have, then that's not much. That is not true. Coda, would you say that about me? Would you say that about me? Because I would argue that art is genuinely all I've got going for me. And sometimes I get that way. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do start to feel down on myself. But, like, I remember that I, like, have to ask myself, like, would I want anything more? Like, I like art. I'm happy with it. I think it's good to expose yourself to new things, but, like, saying, like, art is all you have reduces a lot of the other parts of yourself that you studied for and work hard for, and the things that you know. And it also just devalues art. Not saying that, like, you've done something wrong, because the world does kind of beat you up and make you believe, like, and believe things like that. But I don't think art is all you have, first and foremost. And second of all, I think art is a lot more valuable than you're giving it credit for. Be such a unique co-op horror, and it also has potential to be heart-shattering with the story concept you said. Hee hee hee. Also, you have so much more life to acquire other things to be that you have. Exactly. Also, to Mav, I think it would be both good as a co-op or as a single player, because I think in single player you would just switch whoever you were controlling. And then the other character would follow along. But I do think it would work nicely as a co-op. Good sir, I hate to interject, but do you have a favorite Fortnite skin? I have never played Fortnite. Still the opinion, if you manage to complete it without any deaths, you get a happy ending. Encourage replayability? Oh yeah. Well, so here's one of the things I was thinking. Because Forrest and I talked about this. Brilla and Flash's fate may be determined by the way that you play the game. And I think it would be interesting if the reality of what happened to them is determined by how you play. So, like, let's say you make Brilla attack more enemies when they don't need to. So you make them more confrontational. That would mean that in real life, they were also more confrontational, and they were also more hostile, and for better or worse, because, like, that could get them into situations that could lead to an unhappy ending. Or could get to situations where they were able to survive because of it. I do think you're right. If you go through without any deaths, you could get a happy ending. One of the coolest artists I know. What do you mean? I was gonna say Coda's art's amazing. Oh, I know Meowskulls. I know who Meowskulls is. Okay. Like how in Silent Hill 2 you get different endings depending on how you play. Yeah, exactly. Bella's posing like they have that haunt the narrative swag. That's kind of funny. It's funny because they don't even haunt the narrative. They are just part of the narrative. Is Silent Hill 2 the one that has the dog ending? Yes, it is. Now I can clean up all those stray pixels in here. Filled up 3 pages of studies. Fellows, I'm pogged the fuck up. Frogged the fuck up. Okay. Their funny little baby hair. Actually, I don't like how that looks, but this maybe will look better. Should I play Silent Hill or watch Silent Hill first? It's good to play. I will say I watched the remake because it's like $60, and I also don't even think my computer could handle it. To be quite frank, my computer struggles with like fucking puppet combo games sometimes. So I did not think that it was going to be able to handle the new Silent Hill game. But there is a version of the original Silent Hill 2 that's been patched, so it's a little easier and it looks a little better. And that I would recommend people check out. I think I reblogged a Tumblr post with it. So if you like look up Silent Hill on my blog, it should come up. So I'm putting their other arm back here because I think it fills out the pose. Actually, pointer finger is gonna go. Ooh, I'll return to that a hand later. Hand is scaring me. Can never keep up with game releases. I never knew that was even getting a remake. I knew it was getting a remake because there was like some tension about Bloober being the ones doing it. Because like Bloober has a history of not handling mental health in games very well or disability in games very well. But apparently because they just kind of stuck straight to the original game, it wasn't bad. This drawing is delightful. Thank you. Wanted to draw Brila. It's been a while since I've drawn them. Oh no, it's gonna escape. It's escaping! The killer! The killer is escaping! Oh, posture check, thank you. Been aware of the killer since birth. That shit, the Wendy Williams shit is so fucking funny. I think it's her name, right? She's the one, I just know she's the lady that has the talk show, the Wendy Williams show, and she talks about the killer. I've seen the compilation of her talking about the killer, and I think it's funny as hell. And then we got this back shoe, which honestly I'm just gonna kind of fill in like this. Okay, first of all, you need to get away. Oh, the killer. The killer? Who's killing? It's the... Lemmy, do you know like the Wendy Williams bit where she's just like, the killer. Be careful, or the killer might be there. Also, we have to be careful about saying it in chat, because again, the killer is like, it's still violent. I'm still so like, not sure how Twitch's TOS in terms of like violent speech works, because I've seen people get banned for less. Okay, you know. The killer? The unaliver. This Twitch would prefer the unaliver. TOS players over the corner. No, we're being good, I promise. Hold on, actually, I have such a cute idea. First and foremost, I should probably draw a ground plane. It's kind of a better ground plane. The Alt F4. Okay, that's good, buddy. Yo, I love the critter ice clinking sounds. Sorry, I have to drink my cranberry juice or my doctor will get mad at me. Because I have to stop drinking coffee for the week, and then I'm restricted. And alive is the most TikTok vocabulary ever, and I mean that in a bad way. Oh, I'm not a fan of it either. I don't like this era of, like, internet censorship where, like, the way that we get people to stop harassing people is just to have 5,000 text filters where it's like, if you even so much as say the word die or kill, you will get banned. So that people just make up new ways to say exactly the same stuff. It's like when Pokemon made it so you couldn't name Pokemon boobs, so you just did it with 2 zeros instead. And then they got wise to that. Keep trying to redeem hydrate. It'll make you drink more water. Wait, did I miss a hydrate redeem? I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm drinking. Okay, and then this I'm actually gonna move just like ever so slightly. However, fluctuating, thank you for the sub. 5 is more than 4. Solution to art block right now is attempting studies. Please trust it'll work. Honestly, Coda, that's what works for me. I know I've said it on stream a few times, but I've been art blocked to the point of tears multiple times in the last year, and just either that means it's time to step away and do something else, or truck through and do some studies. And the studies are very satisfying to do, because especially when you feel like you can't do anything right, just drawing something that you see, being like, yeah, I did that. Very nice feeling. Helps the brain demons go away. Reminds me of the story behind Nintendo devs making the filters for the Wii U image sharing system. Have you heard it? No. No? Sorry, I'm like so locked in because I'm trying to get this hand right. I'm working nonstop on art because of Monster Mayhem art class commissions and also personal art grind might be a touch draining for me. I'm feeling meh with my art. I either do hard studies or easy studies. Yeah, like if you do something really hard, you'll feel satisfied that you were able to do it, and you'll be able to kick that like, oh, I can't do anything right feeling to the curb. But if you do something that's comfortable and easy for you, then you can at least remember that you have fun with art. Because you're like, yeah, I am so good at this thing that I'm good at. It's like when you're having trouble with tasks, one thing that I'll do sometimes is I'll just wash the dishes because it's so brainless, but it gets something done. So then it's like, okay, well, I can do something. I can start and finish a task. And then from there, everything else seems much more doable. Whereas when you're trying to start your day and you just got like all these different things you got to do, it seems impossible. You should draw a web fishing fan. Actually, I probably could. On the topic of art block, I was wondering if you or others in this chat have a specific creative process to brainstorm ideas for art. I love scrolling Pinterest. Oh, I love scrolling Pinterest too. I scroll Pinterest. I like let myself daydream for hours. I'm gonna be so for real. A lot of my art inspiration is very self-indulgent, and anyone that tells you, okay, I'm gonna offer you two pills. I'm gonna be like the guy from I think it's the fucking Matrix. You can either try to be cool and not self-indulgent with your art and make all of your art like super duper deep and meaningful and professional and not do fan art and not do any self-insert art and get burnt out really fucking fast, or alternatively you can be a self-indulgent little pervert with your artwork and draw whatever makes you happy, and you will probably still get burnt out at some point, but it's very hard to get burnt out when you're like, I can draw my boyfriend in a cool race car outfit, like literally in a NASCAR jacket right now. So I spent weeks making a filter based on real pictures of that before realizing they should have trained on drawing. Oh my god. That's insane. That's crazy. Poor Nintendo. I mean, I don't feel bad for Nintendo. They make like thousands of dollars, but at the same time, they deal with so much shit. Okay. Pinterest is dangerous because it can be such a time suck. I like drawing while listening to music and stuff inspired. Yeah, I do that too. Everything I do is self-indulgent, so I usually listen to music or find little things that inspire me, like obscure Pokemon things. Real. No, and it makes you so much... Okay, it just makes you have so much more fun with art. Everyone's like, where do you get inspiration? And I'm like, me. I'm my inspiration. Or my boyfriend. It's my boyfriend, me, or my friends. And honestly, it's most of the time it's me or my boyfriend. And I will draw for my friends because I love them. And I like the things that they like typically. Or like for the instance of like Lemmy and Nick, I like their OCs because they're like nephews to me. Like Mako. Mako is my nephew. But like there's nothing wrong with being self-indulgent because it'll get you to draw when it feels impossible to. Anyone that tells you otherwise doesn't want you to draw. That's kind of what I do. I draw what I want to draw. Exactly. And the thing is, you can still do studies with that. You can still do studies and learn how to draw new things. You just have to make it, like, applicable to your interests. Like, clearly right now I'm doing a clothing study, but I'm turning it into my OC, who is my self-insert for a horror game that's about me and my boyfriend being stuck in a Silent Hill-esque time loop and dying over and over again. That is the most self-indulgent way that you could do a study possible, and it's working. I'm still getting it done. That's the important part. It doesn't matter how you do it as long as you do it. That's why I do the Pokemon studies over and over again, because it's like the adult part of my brain is like, really? You're drawing Pokemon again as a 26-year-old? And the 10-year-old in my brain's like, whoa, you drew that? That's so cool. And I would rather listen to the excited 10-year-old in my brain than the cynical 26-year-old. Related question, what do you do when you have inspiration for like 20 different things at once, but it starts giving you decision paralysis? I literally pick the one that sounds most exciting, and if they all sound exciting, then I just start drawing one. Sometimes I'll put it in a random generator. Honestly, nowadays though, I have less like a whole bunch of like cool ideas and more like I have a whole bunch of work I have to do. So what I'll usually do is I'll just open all of the canvases for the work and just ping pong between them. Like today, I was working on art. I had 6 canvases open. I just worked on all of them. And anytime I got bored, I would immediately shoot to another one and start working on that one. In doubt, I return to Weirdo Wizard Towers. Exactly. Remember your roots, Quota. Remember what brings you joy. It will take you out of any pit. Who's Mako? My friend Nova has an OC named Mako that he really loves, and I love to. I've drawn him on stream before. Oh my god, I have like an eyelash in my eye. Torment, torture, death, demise. Yes, you should. You developed a cool skill. Keep impressing the 10-year-old you. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I worked so hard for it because this is what I wanted when I was young, and then I kept at it. So, I would rather like honor that and the thing that I worked for than like be cynical and be like, well, is it even all that cool? Because like, why would I ask that question? That's just a question that's gonna make me sad. You know, can I say that? Can I? Okay, listen. I'm saying this is someone that is like a chronic overthinker. I'm not even chronic. I have OCD. I have OCD. I am medicated for OCD. I get what it's like. But one thing that has helped me, other than medication, is you at a certain point, you have to ask yourself, is asking myself this question going to do anything? Or is it just going to make me feel bad? Like, if sometimes you do have to ask yourself hard questions. You have to ask yourself, like, is this a sustainable path? Is this a healthy relationship with this person? Is this making me happy? Is this like really what I want to do with my life? Those are hard questions to ask, but I feel like sometimes people torment themselves under the guise of like trying to make themselves better or like trying to like figure themselves out. And it's like, if it's not bringing you joy, and it's not bringing you any closer to an answer, and even if you were to get an answer, it wouldn't do anything functional for you. Why are you hurting yourself? Why are you doing this? There's no reason to. OCD havers rise. Listen, I understand it's not easy. It doesn't come built in for us the way it does other people. But at a certain point, you have to help yourself a little bit. You have to stop making your life so much harder for no reason. Okay, move. Maybe I'm not hating this more as I'm looking at it. Nah, I still need to work on it off stream. I think I just need to work on it off stream. It's a really cool way of looking at it. High school me would be in awe that I work in processing terabytes of data a day into a form that makes it searchable. That is really cool. Trying to impress your 10-year-old self is important, honestly. I feel like doo-doo garbage about my art right now, but I'm storyboarding for a massive Warriors project and worked with people I looked up to as a kid multiple times. I gotta hold on to it. No, literally, I'm mutuals with people that I used to watch on YouTube when I was like 16, when I was 15, 14. Like, the thing is, I can only feel so bad because when I look back to the things that I wanted to do, they're just like, I'm just doing them now. I might not be working at a big company. I might not be working like on these huge animated projects that I wanted to when I was younger, but I am doing a lot of really cool stuff still. So even if I didn't get exactly what I wanted, I'm still happy. Who's changed my life? I'm glad. Ambiguously, maybe OCD, but definitely have anxiety havers rise. Silly. Sometimes the most important thing to ask yourself is, why am I doing this, and if there's a better way to think about it. Exactly. Also, again, as a certified like OCD haver, sometimes you try to get an answer for something there is no finite answer to. Like, we OCDs havers, autistic people who just struggle with black and white thinking in general. A lot of the times we want there to be a clear-cut answer to things. We want to know definitively, am I a good person? Was what I did wrong? Was there something I could have done differently? Like, is there anyone who will tell me what to do next time? Like, will people do this next time? Will I be able to understand what's going wrong before it happens? Will this happen again? But the thing is, there's no way to know that. There are no answers to those questions. And the more you spend time thinking like, well, what if What if this happens again? What if I do something wrong again? The more you will just spend time hurting yourself and avoiding living, because it might not. It might. But you don't know if you just stay in place and never move forward for the fear that it might. You might have a fallout with a friend again. You might, and you could do everything right. You could do everything right. You could love that person. You could be kind to them. You guys could work out well together, and that person might change, and they might become someone that's unhealthy for you to be near. Or you might have a breakup, or you might lose a job. You could do everything right at that job, and there's just layoffs. Nothing is that simple, though. It's wild people are made into thinking like that. Well, sometimes it's not that they think like that. It's or not made into thinking like that or want to think that way. Sometimes it's just that's how people's brains work. Like, we're all built a little different. Sometimes the chemicals in our brain are a little different than any other person. And, like, it's unfortunately, like, you don't really realize it when you're thinking like that. Again, like, saying this as someone that struggled with that, like, with thinking, like, there's a definitive, like, right or wrong answer for every single thing. There's a lot more nuance to people and, like, life than that. Something the neurotypicals are right. It really depends, man. Yeah, it does. And it's hard to hear that, especially when you don't want it to depend, especially when you want there to just be something, like, to tell you what to do. But that is what living is. It's figuring out what to do in different situations because they're different. They change. And it is stressful. Like, I'm not going to say it's not. But it's better than the alternative is nothing new happens and nothing changes and you're just stuck in stasis forever. Sometimes you are just chemically imbalanced. It do happen. It do happen that way sometimes. Also, shout out to the chatter that just told me to just start somewhere in reference to animation some weeks ago. Wow. Been very roughly storyboarding for the past week, even though it's not particularly meaningful right now. It makes me happy, and I can't stop thinking about doing art more. Yeah! Yeah! I can relate. It hits me the hardest with instructions. If I can't extract a black or white answer from something someone tells me to do, I literally cannot parse it. I'm not an object, but damn, my brain is a computer. I get it. I do understand. My boyfriend is like that with instructions. He needs clear... Not because he's good at figuring stuff out, but if you give him too many things at once and not clearly explain, he'll do exactly what you tell him because he's really good. He's really sweet, and he like always wants to make people happy. So I actually like that about him because like there's no funny business. It's always just like if you say this, then that will happen. But I feel like that's how we communicate too. Like there's no funny business. It's not like playing silly reindeer games trying to get each other to do something. Or like trying to communicate how we feel. Like we're both very straightforward about things. Like if something hurt my feelings, I go, ouch, that hurt my feelings. And I'll go, oh, I'm sorry. And if something I'm doing is making him unhappy, he'll be like, hey, could you not do that? I'll be like, oh, yeah. Something my best friend said to me recently was, I want to be allowed to hurt each other in accident or make mistakes. I want to be worth it to fix after being hurt, and it feels relevant to the situation as well. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I really think that's actually kind of like a... Escaping. I think it's the downside of online relationships is that, like, because there are so many people online, and because connection... Hi, baby! Hi, Forrest. Did you hear me talking about you and come back? You know you can come and sit in here with me and chat, unless you're sleepy. If you're sleepy, though, I can just go to bed. Sorry, guys, I have an important question. Oh, okay, that's alright. What's up? We're listening. All eyes on Forrest. Yes, you, the Forrest in the back. When you said about drawing me in a NASCAR jacket earlier, was that actually a plan? Did you want to see that? I can do that. Wait, come in. Come sit. You can pick which one I'm talking about, because I have a bunch that I have saved in... Do you look at the Pinterest folder I made for you? I have a bunch of, like, cool jackets saved. And also, do you want Tanuki you? Do you want Snoopy Dog you, or do you want Flash? Because Flash I should probably draw in his like canonical outfit, but I could do Mars NASCAR. I think it's so cute how shyly you asked that too. You're like, will you actually? Of course. Also, I'm only doing this blue so it's easier to see. NASCAR Forest. Well, you better make that man a NASCAR driver. That was so sweet. I will. I will. I just need him to come in here and pick out what jacket he wants. I love him. I will do anything. Anything he wants me to draw. I love that guy. To get up early tomorrow, but Tanuki in a sick-ass outfit is fine. Wait, why do you have to get up early? No. That means you're leaving me. Shiny eyes. Well, it's okay. I'll do it for him. I just thought NASCAR was funny. To mention, as a new viewer, your early conversation was insanely helpful with me and helped me write... Wait, sorry. Your conversation insanely helped me write my college essay. That's wonderful. Sorry, I misread that so many times. My brain cooks the longer I stream, but I'm glad. God, I remember how hard college essays were too, so I'm glad to help with anything even close to as difficult as that. I just thought NASCAR was funny. Official Four-Leaf Island brand car livery jacket. I actually have thought about designing a jacket based off of a camera that I saved, because I really like the colors and the shapes on the camera. Strapped it in the stream as someone who struggles with black and white thinking. Something that helped me with was rationalizing things. Like, while emotionally I'm still pretty black and white, intellectually I managed to learn the art of it depends, and this has helped me a lot. It helps me regulate my emotions as well. Yeah. That's what I did before I got medicated. And it did help. There were some things, unfortunately, when it came to, like, my own, like, viewing of myself. Like, the biggest one was, like, am I a bad person? And, like, if I'm a bad person, do I deserve to exist? And I think the thing that helped me, and this is only something I managed to do after I got medicated, I had to realize that everyone is kind of a bad person a little bit. Like, everyone is. It's not just one or two people. It's not, and like, there's no like complete villains in this world. There are people who are really, really bad, but even really, really bad people are still people. Like, they're still human beings and they still have human desires. You're cooking brain for dinner? Delicious. And I think that I mean, honestly, like, thinking of it that way made it so that it was both scarier, but it also was comforting, because bad people don't really think of themselves as bad people. They just kind of think of themselves as people. But, like, everyone does that. And I also think that, like, people that hurt others feel guilt. Some people who hurt others feel guilt. But, like, they justify it by just going, like, well, I had to do it. Or, like, I had no other choice. And so I think the thing that really got me, and, like, what got me through that thought process was, like, so long as I'm, like, considering the consequences of my actions, and I'm not justifying what I do just because it's me and my own actions, and I, like, genuinely listen to what other people say and their criticisms, even when it kind of hurts, I don't think I'll ever be... Like, there's no way to just be a flat-out good person, but I think at least I won't hate the person that I am. BoJack Horseman has thing to say. I love BoJack Horseman. Not the guy, but the show. I do definitely know some bad people who hate themselves, though. I mean, that's also probably why. Like, some people are aware of the fact that what they're doing is wrong, and they won't change, but they'll like, hate themselves. Don't be Jimmy mouthwashing and you're okay. I think that's what was so nice about that game, was getting to see someone that was, like, so deep in denial about their own misdeeds. I also think having us play that character as the protagonist was brilliant, because, like, we I feel like as people that play video games, we're typically biased towards our narrator, towards like the person that we play as, because we don't want to think of ourselves as someone that's capable of doing bad things, even when we're just fulfilling the actions of the character on the screen that are programmed before we even got to the game. But like, it's really been interesting to see how long it takes people to realize that Jimmy is not a good person, because for me, I kind of didn't like him as soon as he spoke down to Anya, but I was like, just thinking maybe they had a tense relationship or something. But the farther in the game that I went, I was like, oh, he's just bad. Like, he is just a bad dude. Talking about mouthwashing, it always comes back around to that. Lately, that is. Alright. I'll finish coloring Brila, and then we can move on to NASCAR first. The game also says that just because you aren't Jimmy doesn't mean you're not still enabling harm or letting it slide. Exactly. No, exactly. That's why I think it's brilliant. Like, oh god, and also like Curly as a character is so well done, but also makes my brain hurt. All right. Yeah, I don't think Curly's perfect either. The thing is, like, I think a lot of people want to think Curly's like evil, or like I see a lot of people like celebrating the harm that Curly undergoes. And for me, he's one of those characters where like he enables Jimmy to do all the things that he does. And so I don't think anyone is deserving of the things. My medication alarm. Sorry, that's me. That's my alarm for taking the meds that I gotta take. But I don't think that Curly is like I don't think Curly is deserving of the punishment he gets, but I also don't think that he's this like innocent, perfect golden boy a lot of people make him out to be either. He prioritizes his vision of Jimmy over everyone else in his vicinity, like the actual people they are and the harm that they're undergoing. And I think that's what makes Curly such like a interesting and like complicated character for me. He really thinks he's doing the right thing too. Like he really genuinely thinks he is doing the right thing. Can I be a hater for 1 second? Everyone who is shipping the mouthwashing characters needs to engage with media outside of shipping. Are people shipping the mouthwashing character? I mean, I know people are shipping Jimmy and Curly, but like, I just think that that's kind of tone deaf. Like, the game is so good as is, it doesn't need shipping. A lot can be said for the guy who stays friends with someone who would do that to Anya. I know, and he's friends with Anya, which is worse. Curly, I mean. Like, there's, it makes me crazy. It, like, Curly and Anya's friendship literally hurts me to think about because, like, Anya puts so much trust in him and, like, relies on him, and he just fucking brushes it off like it's something, like it's a play both sides kind of thing, when it's not. I've seen some people ship Anya and Curly, and it's like, guys, he wasn't very great to her. The thing is, I think that it's interesting. Like, I am interested in the depths of their relationship, like if they were romantically interested in each other, if they were just friends. But I don't ship them like these two should be together. It's more like I wonder if there was more to their relationship that made it so that Jimmy felt like this was the way to hurt Curly. But honestly, personally speaking, I think it's more tragic if they weren't even romantic in the slightest and they were really just friends. And Jimmy is just so misogynistic that he sees Anya as a piece of Curly's, like, belongings. So the reason that he does that is to hurt Curly, because he doesn't view Anya as a person, he just views her as, like, an extension of Curly. He finally goes to do something about it, it's already too late. I know! I know, that's just like, it's why Curly like is interesting to me as a character. It's why Anya is like their relationship, like Anya and Curly's relationship is interesting to me. But I don't ship them like, oh, so cute. It's more like these guys literally make me feel like sick when I think about them because they're so tragic, but it's so well done. Touching my head in my hands in agony over these characters. Also, hi, Depressed Duck. Welcome in. I might have to go to sleep, but it's been really nice hearing you talk about these issues. OCD is a struggle of mine like anything else, so hearing someone else I look up to talk about their experience has been kind of comforting in a way. Of course, Mr. Lime. 100% the dynamics are so interesting, but I have not been seeing that. No, I know. Listen guys, this is my lesson to you. I'm beaming it into your mind. Don't go into the fandom tags. If you love something, if something you love is getting popular, you need to leave the fandom tags behind. That's not your home anymore. That's gonna be the home of people writing like 5,000 Reader X inserts, which by the way, I have no problem with Reader X inserts. I think they're perfectly fine. However, if you are going into the fandom tag of anything for serious analysis of the characters, by the time your fandom has like, I would say like a fan, like an archive of our own tag, it's over. You're cooked. You're not getting anything. You're not going to get anything beyond like fanon versions of these characters that you once loved. You're not seeing them again. Miwa Danjimeshi, goodbye, my gay son. Yeah. Miwa Angel Devil, if I'm being quite honest. The thing is, though, the Japanese artists never fail me. The Japanese side of Twitter never fails because they are out here like drawing this guy like a fucking, like an angel in the Sistine Chapel. Hello, chatters. Welcome in, Gato Tequila. Look at fandom tags like watching a dumpster fire. It's entertainingly horrible. It's just so sad. Like when something goes from having a small following and then all of a sudden there's like 5,000 people and it's all bad. I made like a chart about this. I didn't even post it. I literally just like I made this and showed it to Lebby and like Nova. I think that was it. I made a chart that was talking about how like when a fandom is really, really small, like think under 100 people small, you're gonna have 3 of the most dedicated, talented artists you've ever fucking seen. And there is also gonna be one evil guy there who no one likes, who's doing like something kind of weird. But like no one really acknowledges or like interacts with that person. It's fine. That is like when the fandom is at its richest, its roots. Then more people join. I would say when a fandom gets like 1,000, 2,000 people, then you start getting some really good artists. But you also get some kind of like Tumblr post redraw-esque kind of artwork, which again, fine, all in good fun. Some people are here for it. I personally, it's not my cup of tea, but I don't think anyone's hurting anyone by doing that. When you have to start running is when you see other people recommending the thing that you like to other people that have never been in a fan base or like had any interest in something similar. Like I think when I really started running away from the Magnus Archives was a big one. Magnus Archives was always gay. There were always gay characters. But I think when people were getting into the Magnus Archives for the gay shipping instead of the horror, I was like, peace, goodbye. Because I'm a horror head. I love horror. So when like I heard about the Magnus Archives, I was like, oh my god, gay horror podcast, yippee! But like then there were people that were coming in and that they were like, I don't know. I don't want to be like hater core on the stream, but I do think that TMA mentioned you guys don't know my lore, my deep lore. I used to be Mr. Spider. That was my like username. I was gonna say TMA fandom, and that's the thing. Again, these people aren't hurting anyone. They're not doing anything wrong. It's just like when that starts to happen, that's usually when I migrate. It's not my cup of tea when it comes to fandom spaces. So I will say then too, there's like the degradation phase where like after that happens, the fandom calms down again and it becomes more like enjoyable. So I would say like a good example of this is like the Off fandom. Like when Off came out, it was like kind of nothing, like it was kind of tiny. People liked it, but then it started getting a Tumblr fandom. I joined on the boat because I was a fan of RPG horror games at the time. I liked .flow, so someone told me to play Off because it was similar to .flow, and I loved it. And then it started getting like Not gonna lie, I was expecting at least one. You're Mr. Spider? I'm not that. I'm nobody. I'm just some guy. But Off was one of those fandoms where, like, as it started getting bigger, people started mischaracterizing the characters really badly. The art quality dipped, and then there was like discourse, there was infighting, and then everyone left. Everyone's like, Off is cringe now. And then like 5 years later, everyone's like, do you guys remember Off? Off was a pretty good game. There's so many random awesome artists in the Off fandom. There is so many talented artists in the Off fandom. I love Off. But yeah, basically, I just think that there's an ebb and flow of art, the quality of art in a fan base, and how big that fan base is, and how long it's been big. And usually when it peters out is when it starts to get better again, because the people that stick around like really like the thing and aren't on it just because it's like the newest trend. I recently got Off on my 3DS. That's kind of dope, I can't lie. I didn't even know that it could work on the 3DS. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, it doesn't use any buttons that wouldn't be on there. I feel like Undertale is at the start of the healing process, but the cycle restarts with every Deltarune chapter. No, I know! And I love Deltarune and Undertale. God, guys, I was one of the first, like, players of Undertale. Like, I played it literally, like, the day that it released. I remember seeing it go from, like, little itty-bitty game to, like, everyone's like, have you played Undertale yet? And I was like, oh no, what's happening? I've been there at the start of everything. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the harbinger of doom. Like, when I enter a fandom, it's only a matter of time before it gets so big that I can't even stay there. Wait, did you do a lot of text posts? I think an ex-friend was in a server who was a cunt to you on Tumblr. Wait, really? Wait, that's so fucking funny. Yes, I did do a lot of text posts. That's so fucking funny. Hello? Sabrick, thank you. I got shooters everywhere. I got people out for me everywhere. That's why I stopped talking on Tumblr. Yes, I did. I still see my text posts reposted on Pinterest sometimes. But I literally stopped talking on Tumblr because I just got scared of how people were reacting to me. It was like... It was scary. I don't know how else to say it. I just don't make text posts as much. I just do art now. His name was Fred. I see. Did I save? I can't remember. I'll just do it again. No harm, no foul. That little ceramic clown doll? Damn, I don't even remember that for real. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't know, I had so many people tweak out at me on Tumblr, I don't even remember anymore. It's hard not to be a little hater and not sound like no one gets me, but dear lord, it rises up within me sometimes. The clown doll with the smarmy look? That's so funny! I need you to know that Nova and Ra are currently fishing in a toilet. Awesome. Sorry, every time I remember that I have, like, haters that exist, I'm just like, what did I do? I've just been out here. Was obsessed and I barely used Tumblr besides looking at TMA stuff. It was so fucking crazy. No way. Was it TMA beef? That's so funny. That's so funny. I literally don't even know. That's none of my business. You love to hate and be weird to people just being themselves. I can tell you I confidently have never hated on another Tumblr user I've never hated on another Tumblr user, period. I don't have the time of day for that. I got too much shit to do. Is Mr. Spider still up because I needed... No, I nuked it. The blog got nuked because I was trying to delete a side blog, and then it deleted the entire damn blog. It got exploded, yeah. Alright. Crazy. I remember being like, wait, where did that artist go? Yeah, no, I was alive. It was literally, I was just trying to delete a side blog. Still were blogs floating around? Oh, for sure there are. It's so weird when people just hate random text post blogs or popular Tumblr people because, oh, they talk too much. You know, there's a funny little button for that. Well, let's say, what else do you do on Tumblr? They talk too much. Brother, this is the talking website. This is where where are you supposed to yap? This is Yappers United. Do you just not like it because it's not you? Are you mad because people like the funny words that come out of my mouth and not yours? I can't help that. Talk better. Get good. This is Yap Central. I also remember seeing it live on my dash. Personal favorite is the Sparse pinning critter down drawing. It's just that's nonfiction. Imagine going to the circus being pissed off there's clowns there. Like, buddy, you came into our house. Texture of this brush is so nice. Thank you. I made it myself. If you would like it, there is a tutorial on how I made it. Very, very simple, like literally 2 steps in my card below. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Was it about the sunscreen thing? Stop, that'd be so fucking funny. It was probably too recent. I literally don't know what, because, like, I got in beef. And it was such nothing beef, too, on Mr. Spider. Like, I remember people getting so fucking mad over, like, nothing. And looking back on it, I'm like, what was it all for? I gained nothing. Nothing was changed. The sunscreen shit was insane. There's that. There's being like, guys, you need to try a bidet, and people being like, it's dirty. And I'm like, it's less. You're saying it's more dirty to walk around with doo-doo on your ass than it is to wash your ass with water? Excuse me? Or like, they have weird vibes. Now I am always skeptic of the whole weird vibe thing, because usually they're just neurodivergent or trans, but shrug. Tell the story. Oh, the sunscreen story? The sunscreen story was literally just, I told people that it's good that they should wear sunscreen because it's like you should be wearing it daily. It's not just like a when you go to the beach kind of thing. If you go outside for more than 15 minutes, you should wear sunscreen because you will burn and you will get skin damage and it will be bad and you could be at risk for skin cancer. And then I had like 5,000 people telling me like, you can't tell me what to do. I don't like how sunscreen feels. And I said, well, I didn't say I'm holding a gun to your head, you have to put on sunscreen. I just said that if you don't want to get skin cancer, you should probably wear sunscreen. Could say anything on the internet and someone will be bad at me. No, I know. That's why I stopped talking, because I was like, I literally went through this whole like fucking internal journey where I was like, there's literally 0 opinions you can have or hold or express on the internet that someone will not try to vocally disagree with you with. And at a certain point, I don't feel like fighting every single stance that I have. Like the one that really got me was I was like talking about my Pokemon Pearl team that I was using, and I was like, yeah, I'm really excited. I based it off circuses, and I had Pachirisu in my team, and someone was like, basically saying like Patrice is useless and I shouldn't use it. I'm just sitting here like, this game is made for 10-year-olds. I do not struggle with Pokemon. I've been playing Pokemon since I was 9 years old. I promise you, my brother in Christ, I do not need to build a competitively viable team to play Pokemon Pearl, a game that has existed for almost longer than half of my lifespan. What were post opinions you put on Mr. Spider that people were raging about? Because I might remember for sure that way. Genuinely, like the bidet one, the sunscreen one. God, I don't even know if I want to think back to these because they're like scary. How's Pachirisu related to circuses? I honestly just liked it because it looked like cotton candy. I named it Calliope. but I liked because I used a lot of blue and white and pink and yellow Pokemon for that team. Ramona Flowers gay girl style. That one pissed people off. I literally said I want to be with Ramona Flowers gay girl style, and someone's like, just say lesbian, and I like put a picture of the bisexual flag because I am bisexual, and they're like, you should just call it lesbian if it's two girls, and I'm like, that would be incorrect because I am not a lesbian. I am not a lesbian. No, and we love lesbians here, but that would just be a lie, so I won't be doing that. And then they got mad at me. Those were really when I was just like, there's just no way. By erasure, everyone. Calliope is the name of an instrument. It is not a Homestuck reference. Gonna head out, everyone. Good night. Good night, Dylan. No worries. People want to joke about bisexuals until bisexuals show up. Everyone's scared. Everyone's scared every time I pop up out of the dirt. They're like, "Oh my god, what's that thing?" Lesbian is just not right. I mean, technically the word is sapphic. We have a word for gay girl style, but gay girl style is sillier. Exactly, I was just being goofy. I was being a clown. No one liked me being a clown. Alright, hold on, I gotta move you. So I want to make sure that Forest's Tanuki is kind of like similarly sized, so I can put these guys together. Do not separate them. They literally threw tomatoes at you. They did. God, that whole event was genuinely crazy. I remember waking up days afterwards, checking to see what happened next in Gay Girl Saga. At a certain point, I just muted the post. I didn't want to see it anymore. I like the gay girl style, Mr. Spider. I'm with you. I think it's funny. Loving her woman style. I feel like being bisexual, people take it as you're straight or you're gay lesbian with no in between the erasures and saying, it is! It's so crazy! Not to even to mention, like, non-binary bisexual people make people's brains hurt because they're like, okay, so if you're with a woman, you're straight, but if you're with a man, you're gay. And I'm like, what if I was not a woman or a man? And then they just explode. They can't handle it. Their brain starts melting out their ears. What if I was a woman and a man? Ooh, scary. Bigender. Ooh. You can post anything on the internet and people will argue with you. The amount of times I've had people arguing in my image posted with no commentary. Monster Spider flashbacks, good times. I was thinking, I'm like, was it good times? I kind of like how peaceful Cat Mask has been, I can't lie. Like, I genuinely enjoy peace, despite what my earlier time on the internet might have illustrated. Because I think the only reason that I was like that is because, like, I thought that I could help, I thought I could change people's minds. I was like, I need to do something with this platform. I need to make the world a better place. And now I'm just like, people are going to be fucking stupid regardless of whether I say anything. The only difference is then they're going to try and kill me. Would that make you stray or gate? I'm looking for the NASCAR jacket I had saved. I can't find it. Honestly, I might snooze the ads. It's a little late. It's like 10:51. It's almost been an extra hour. So I may stop stream for now. But I can go to the thanks for watching stream. The only thing I wanted to ask is, do you guys want to go raid someone or do you want to go to bed? Because I could go raid, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to stick around very long, so I don't want to like raid and run if people don't like that. We could try to find someone. Also, if we were to go raid, either is fine. We could do someone who's drawing, or we could do someone who's playing a game. Because I see someone who's playing Poppy Playtime. But there's also someone I know who's drawing. I miss you, little guy in the water. Don't worry, I still have that gif. Oh! Oh no, I actually clicked out of my own stream. No, go back. Lourdes is a nice artist with a small following in his drawing. Stream was fun, I did some studies with you. Nice. Someone drawing Poppy Playtime. Well, I was gonna say, Maple Borks is drawing. If you guys want to go see Maple, we can go raid. I will have to check out Nordis though, Mav. I will see them in the future. But I know Maple, so I wanted to go raid him. Anyway, good night, and thank you so much for coming. I will be live again tomorrow doing commissions and to stream assets and basically just everything I have to get done. But for now, please go treat Maple nicely. He's a very nice guy and very fun. Ciao!